yeah, if I could get a little bit more of a point buffer, I'd be pretty happy.
You're coming to a place that you've won 3 times. You got your first win here. You're on an amazing streak. Is the lanes are the only result you'd come out here saying? Oh,
there we go. We got light. We got light up in this bitch.
Gain points, like I said, I think that'd be a good day. But definitely a lot of confidence rolling into.
What's up?
And, this is a place where Hendricks went pretty.
It's a good day for a race.
The package is way different than when I was winning races here, but we've been really fast everywhere we've gone this year. So just got to keep it up and just keep executing like we've been. Having good pit stops, good restarts, stuff like that, and hopefully it all work out.
Kyle Larson has 5 team automators here. See if they continue here at Michigan.
Hendrick Motorsports may be the favorite coming in today. Is who's that? Kevin Harvick. You're waving at Harvick as he goes by. As we talk about Hendrick Motorsports, right? Hey, I want you to start with Chase Elliott. I talked to Alan Gustafson this morning. He mentioned mistakes. Chase just mentioned mistakes with Dave there. Clearly, that's what they feel like they have to clean up before the playoffs start, Brad.
No doubt about it. They're having a really good season, though. They've been strong at not every racetrack.
What up, Jaden?
Ago.
You ready for a race?
On pit road. Had a couple of calls during races that kind of took the wind out of their sails, but it's just a matter of cleaning those things up. Once they do that, and they're very capable, as you know, they're dangerous anywhere we go. Yeah.
I want to know your take.
Jaden, who did you have winning? I'll check your picks real quick.
Everybody talks about are they peaking too soon?
Yeah, they are.
Cliff Daniels told me, what do you know what that means? My job's to win races.
Look, I don't know what it means either. He won the Glen.
You have Harvick winning?
He was
I have Larson winning.
2 races, the BC 39. He won the World Outlaw. Is he peaking? He's on. He's passing.
You had Harvick winning? No chance.
Win races, and that's what Kyle Larson does. And by the way, before we started this year, he won 6 Cup races.
I mean, I know you don't want that to happen, but
so when you look at
it just
no,
it
he's
won't.
not peaking too soon. He just wins right now. That's what it is. We win, man.
Hendrick hasn't won here since 2014. All right, time for y'all's picks.
Yes.
Who you picking, Brad?
Well, Chase Elliott, of all the drivers that have at least 3 starts, has the best average finish. Yeah. But I'm not picking him.
That was a good
I'm picking Kyle Busch. I'm telling you, Kyle
He's
Busch.
walking by right now.
Top 10. That's who I'm picking right there.
He's picking you right now.
That's good.
There you go. Kyle's like, that's my boy.
Hendrick's good at Michigan. Kyle being all awesome.
I don't know if we can produce your winner but who are you picking?
Look, I'm looking back through there. Ross Chastain is who I'm
He hasn't been good this season, but he's good at Michigan. I do think if he wins any race this year, it's today. I think if he doesn't win today, he's not going to win a race this season.
Dominated Atlanta. The Chevys are fast. They have speed. Ross Chastain for the win.
Do I get a pick in this?
You can if you want one. Take one.
I love that the Kyle Larson N-word situation was just a win-win. Ross Chastain got a ride, and Kyle Larson got a better ride. You know, it was a win-win.
Obviously, very strong he is. Hey, when we come back, the Booth Boys are next. Rick Allen, Steve Letarte, Dale Jr., and Jeff Burton on the other side. Countdown to Green is brought to you by the new Sonic Crave Cheeseburger for a limited time only at Sonic.
Hopefully Kyle does good, because last time he drove interstate batteries, he got wrecked by NASCAR. Yeah, he did. But there's no rain today, so maybe everyone should do what he did, because he got a promotion. Yeah. I mean, promotion though, but on the downside, you missed the season. Or besides 4 races, you missed 32 races. Is it worth it? Yeah, it's worth it.
Asking for what we want and need, and we need more time. So we want Kisqali.
I'm just telling you right now, if somebody came up to me right now while I'm live streaming and said, here is a contract to drive a cup car with Hendrick Motorsports, all you have to do is say the N-word on this live stream right now, it'd go right out. I would say it. I'm not even going to front. I would definitely say it. Miguel Cabrera got 500 home runs. He just did it. He's the 28th player in baseball history to have 500 home runs.
Chest pain, a change in your heartbeat, dizziness, yellowing of the skin or eyes, dark urine, tiredness, loss of appetite, abdomen pain, bleeding, bruising, fever, chills, or other symptoms of an infection. A living longer with Kisqali.
Welcome to Sonic. May I take your order? One cream cheeseburger.
I'm on it.
Cream cheeseburger, almost ready. On my way.
Someone pass me the cream sauce.
Almost ready on the burger.
One Sonic cream cheeseburger.
You're watching Countdown to Great, presented by Sonic. An absolutely picture-perfect day in Brooklyn, Michigan, at Michigan International Speedway. It's been 6 weeks since these racers have been on High Banks Oval, but they're going to be taking on the 2-mile Michigan International Speedway here in just a few moments. Alongside America's favorite crew chief, Steve Letarte, Rick Allen with you. And Steve, I want to take a look at this racetrack from about 40 times. Let's get a big picture of what's about to happen here today.
Well, this 2-mile high-speed, high-bank oval behind us has been a playground for all the manufacturers since Cup started coming here in 1969. It was the place for them to prove.
Would you do it, Jaden?
Their downforce, their equipment.
Would you do it?
And 50 years later, a little over 50 years later, nothing has changed. This is the proving ground for not only the manufacturers but the teams. You mentioned it. We've had a break between the Olympics and a little bit of time on the road courses. A while since we've seen a track of this configuration. Which organization, which team has gone to work, has found that improvement in either horsepower or downforce or setup that will prove them to be a playoff contender? 2 weeks, the playoff field is set. Next week's Daytona. You don't want to depend on Daytona. This is the big week for the playoffs, big week for egos.
Yeah, thinking about momentum as we get close to the playoffs. Let's bring in the drivers. Hall of Famer Dale Earnhardt Jr., Mayor Jeff Burton. I want to start with you, Junior. Is there a favorite out here that we can look at?
Well, look no further than the front row. Kyle Larson and Chase Elliott. Steve talked about the horsepower and the handling.
Look at Raffy right here,
Motorsports has
being
that,
all cute.
and they have more than anyone else in the field at this point of the season. Has anybody caught up with them? That's the one thing we're going to answer today. But I think those two guys are the ones that everybody's going to be chasing. Kyle Larson has dominated this season. Chase Elliott has.
Come on, Jaden, you definitely do it.
So he can repeat as the champion.
Pretty much everyone's already forgotten about the Larson situation, so
I think that could happen as well.
doesn't even matter anymore.
Ross Chastain, think about Ross Chastain. He's been stronger, really strong lately. His teammate Kurt Busch dominated Atlanta with this same package. Could he take advantage of
I remember all the pissed off people after he won Vegas.
What else the job?
There's a bunch of people on Twitter were like, he should not even be racing. It's like, yeah, he's an idiot, but he's a good-ass driver.
Don't be surprised to see another new winner today.
Austin Dillon fighting for that last spot in the playoffs. Steve,
I could actually see Austin Dillon winning today. I'm not even going to lie. I could definitely see Austin Dillon winning this race.
February, everybody should have had the plan to not depend on Daytona.
I don't think he does, but I could see it. Michigan's one of his better tracks. A lot of people make fun of him for it and call him racist and shit. Well, yeah, obviously, you're always going to have trolls, but
everything's got to be good for you.
I mean, the thing is, who's laughing now? The trolls are probably people at fucking Subway, working at Subway.
We also believe in putting people first by treating them
No disrespect to Malad, but he's a fucking race car driver.
With unlimited premium data.
He's a fucking winning race car driver who's making a shit ton of money.
And taxes and fees are included. You won't get that from anyone else. Right now, pay zero cost to switch. And for your phone, you'll pay it off. Only at T-Mobile, the leader in 5G.
Each year, Americans waste $21 billion by overpaying on car insurance. That's why I went to thezebra.com. Because while every company claims to save you money on car insurance, the Zebra shows you who actually can.
Compare car insurance for free at thezebra.com today.
You have the best pizza in town and the worst wait times. You need to hire.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Indeed Instant Match instantly delivers quality candidates matching your job description. Visit Indeed.com/hire.
Every customer has their own Safe Light story. This couple was on a camping trip when their windshield got a chip. They drove to Safe Light for a same-day repair. And with their insurance, it was no cost to them.
Really?
That's service you could trust.
Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace. Sonic Banana Pudding Shake.
David Brown, right near that 11-second barrier. I have one job. That's to be the fastest Paralympian in the world.
And my job is guiding him.
It's all about teamwork and reliability.
Like teaming up with Xfinity for fast downloads and reliable speed.
Xfinity have a gold medal?
Everything's a competition with you.
Xfinity XFi. With fast downloads and reliable internet for streaming, it's a great way to stay connected. And don't miss the Paralympics, beginning Tuesday.
Crowd filling into the grandstands here and looking forward to high speed from Michigan International Speedway. Let's get things underway with pre-race ceremonies.
At this time, we ask that you please rise and remove your hats as the American Legion Post 97 Color Guard from Adrian, Michigan presents our nation's colors. Offering today's invocation, please welcome Father Jeff Rose from St. Francis de Sales High School.
Almighty God, we thank you for another glorious day here at Michigan International Speedway. We are so grateful to have our fans back in the stands in NASCAR's fastest track. And we ask you to keep our drivers and teams safe as they compete for us today. And as we heard the voices of these young people, and we will hear the voices of the Great Lakes Men's Chorus, we all raise our voices and ask with great faith, hope, and love. Amen.
With us today to perform the Canadian anthem, please welcome Michigan International Speedway's very own Lisa Bascom.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us commands. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free, from far and wide. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God, keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Here today to honor America with the singing of our national anthem, please welcome the Great Lakes Chorus, Grand Rapids chapter of the Barbershop Harmony Society.
Why'd you say, bro, what? Did anybody else hear the engine firing up during the national anthem? Whose car was that? I want to know.
We buy so many different things online, from shoes to socks to shoe socks, baby food, dog food, parent food, a scarf tube, sleeping bag, suit, huh? So why not tires? At TireRack.com, you can find, buy, and
have your tires shipped to one of our trusted independent installers for safe, easy installation. Visit TireRack.com/Goodyear to find the Goodyear tires that meet the driving challenges of your world. Goodyear, more driven. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be.
You'll have to see it to believe it. Whoever said that must have been talking about Talladega. It's a place where chaos mixes with speed, where a town turns into a city, and a weekend becomes a lifetime of memories. It's a tradition like no other, at a track like no other. And after it's all over, you still won't believe it ever happened.
Man, that was wild.
NASCAR at Talladega, October 2nd through the 3rd. Get your tickets now at TalladegaSuperspeedway.com.
This is the BMW Championship. It's the last chance to make a name as a FedEx Cup contender.
Top 30 get to East Lake with a chance to win it all.
The BMW Championship on NBC.
Football is back with a huge kickoff game. We've got the Buccaneers. Not that kind. There you go. The Champs playing the Cowboys. Not even close. Cowboys Bucks. NFL kickoff on NBC and Peacock.
Drive a better compact sedan when you lease a new 2022 Toyota Corolla LE. Just $159 a month for 36 months during the Toyota National Sales Event at Burdick Toyota in Cicero. Shop BurdickToyota.com.
Matthews Kia has rolled into town with big value, big selection, and a big commitment to customer service. During the big deal this month, buy a certified pre-owned Kia Sportage for under 20 grand, or a certified pre-owned Kia Sorento for under 21 grand. Every certified pre-owned Kia is carefully inspected and includes multiple warranties. At Matthews Kia, Route 31 in Clay, or MatthewsKiaClay.com.
Drive a better compact sedan.
Yeah, you heard the engine.
2022 Toyota Corolla LE, now just $21,398, or choose 2.9 for 60 months financing during the Toyota National Sales Event at Burdick Toyota in Cicero.
Flag right here. Hell yeah! Yeah! That's how you do it, man! Yeah! Rocket clear, baby! Hell yeah! Kyle Larson wins at Nashville Superspeedway. Larson's in trouble. Husband to the outside wall. Alex Bowman is going to win in Pocono. Kyle Busch with only fourth gear, and Kyle Busch wins at Pocono. It's the 7th road course win. Chase Elliott wins at Road America. Kurt Busch will outduel his brother Kyle and punches his ticket to the playoffs.
How much longer until the race starts? Like 10 minutes, if that.
Kyle Larson picks up the W. Oh, multiple cars up in a row here. More calamity on the back straightaway.
I mean, they still have to fire the engines, but it's pretty soon.
Michigan is the center of speed for our cars. So fast. And you feel the speed there. Racing in Michigan is very challenging.
Michigan is a track that there really is nothing like on the NASCAR circuit.
It's NASCAR Cup Series racing.
We got 200 laps today.
Presented by
The first circle track in our oval track since New Hampshire over a month ago.
Brad Keselowski is leaving Team Penske at the end of the year, so Joey Logano has taken this opportunity to scoop up his spotter, Coleman Presley. But Presley is not an unknown quantity. He's a good friend of Logano's, and they've been spending the week getting together talking about...
You thought it started at 2? Nah, it starts at 3. Well, 3:16 his green flag.
Third race win of the year, and there may be no better place considering he has 8 straight top 10 finishes at this racetrack. To keep this team, can they take that consistency and turn it into a win, Marty?
Parker talking to Martin Truex Jr. and his crew chief James Small this morning. They both told me we need some momentum going into the playoffs. They haven't won since Darlington back in May, but they have had a ton of...
You have Larson winning today? I think so too. He's who I have winning today.
For Martin Truex Jr., I asked him a moment ago, what are the expectations for today? He said, I'll tell you this, they're high. We expect to run well. Joe Gibbs Racing has certainly been terrific at the 550 races. Can they catch Hendrick Motorsports? That's the big question. Let's make it loud here in the Irish Hills. Get the Cup engines fired up.
Race fans, it's time for the most famous words in motorsports. Here to give the command.
Oh yeah, it is 2 Central Time because time zones.
From Henry Ford Health System and Oak Lawn Hospital.
Drivers in their office, they've got 400 miles in front of them from Michigan International Speedway. The green flag is coming up next.
You think Blaney's third? Man, this dude got the whole top 3 lined up.
It is I, Casio's Corner Cashback. Is that the Credit One Bank Platinum Rewards card?
Yeah.
So you are earning 5% cashback rewards by filling up your chariot with vehicular ambrosia.
Yeah?
For your fiancé, I bestow upon thee.
Go.
Yogurt.
Get 5% cashback rewards. Visit GoCreditOne.com.
If I crave something, I have to have it.
Well, so what are you craving? Like, what do you crave?
Attention, apparently. Look at him all sitting in the middle.
I know, right? It is really awkward. You just chose to sit there.
Sonic Crave Cheeseburger.
No pressure from behind. 5 seconds.
Trying to win his first championship.
Jimmy Johnson wins his 7th championship.
It's never been about racing anyone else.
What are the stages today? Is there a competition caution either?
Ready for the moment.
Competition caution lap 20, stagers are lap 60, lap 120, and then lap 200.
You can take care of erectile dysfunction discreetly. So that you're ready. Roman ready.
Hold on. It is B-A-N-A-N-A-S.
Can you do it slow?
B-A-N-A-N-A. Banana.
Okay.
Banana is S. Sonic banana pudding shake.
Okay, great. I think that's right.
It is.
We'll have to check a dictionary.
I won the spelling bee.
NASCAR on NBCSN is brought to you by Breasttree.
Do they have limited capacity today, or is that full capacity?
Credit One Bank, the official credit card of NASCAR. Visit GoCreditOne.com. Ruoff Mortgage, official mortgage partner of NASCAR. Welcome
So does the CGR Indy teams and all the other CGR teams stay? Or are they selling off also? I don't for sure know, but I highly doubt that. I highly doubt that the CGR IndyCar team would go away, you know? With as successful as they are, that's like one of, if not the top team in IndyCar, so I highly doubt it. You're not on your Alexa anymore? It's probably for the best, RJ.
Kevin Harvick is going to sweep Michigan.
Your Alexa was giving me a headache yesterday, trying to read all those comments.
Since 1971. Awesome job. 2 days in a row. And a huge race for Kevin Harvick here in Michigan with just 2 races to go until the playoffs. Kevin Harvick actually on the lower portion of those that possibly...
Wait, RJ, didn't you say yesterday that you were going to Richmond?
Now for today's starting grid, brought to you by Breasttree. As we take a look at this grid, Steve, especially that front row. So much success out of these 2 young men, Kyle Larson, Chase Elliott up front. Hendrick Motorsports have been dominant in 2021, but somebody else has an opportunity to win here today. Well, yeah,
You're going to Richmond? That's awesome.
Kevin Harvick, Denny Hamlin, multi-time winners a year ago. Harvick, so much success here, both winless. Just shocking to me. Big announcement, Eric Jones in row 7 will be back with Richard Petty Motorsports. Can he carry that momentum through with some success on the racetrack? Tyler Reddick will start next to him. Tyler Reddick fighting for that last playoff spot right now against his teammate, Austin Dillon, who's in row 13. That's an
So Corey LaJoie is not racing today because he has COVID. So Josh Berry's racing in the 7 car. He almost won yesterday.
All right, so Kevin Harvick, we talked about him being possibly the favorite. He's got 3 wins in a row from this racetrack. Let's dial him up on the radio. Junior, if you could get him on the CB, that'd be perfect.
Hey, Kevin Harvick, it's Dale Jr. and the NBC guys up in the booth. You got us?
Sir.
3 straight wins, 4 out of the last 5 here. What is it about this racetrack that just fits you so perfectly?
It's just been a great racetrack since we started at Stewart House Racing for everybody on our Busch Light Apple. Ford Mustang.
Are you going to both races? Or are you going to the Xfinity and the Cup race? Or just the Cup race?
To trim them out and still be able to handle really well. So hopefully today is no different. Obviously, it'd be a great day to get our first win of the season, but it's been a great racetrack for us.
Well, we can't wait to see these restarts. They're going to be pretty intense. But what is your approach to trying to be productive during the restarts today?
Yeah, you know, I think
My dad is trapped in Chicago right now, which is kind of funny. He missed his flight. He was in St. Louis and now he's in Chicago, and he missed his Chicago flight back here. So he's trapped in Chicago. That's fun. Excited about this race. Signing in. What's up, Kenneth? Sing with me, sing for the years, sing for the laughter, sing it for the tears. Sing with me just for today, maybe tomorrow the good Lord can take away.
Follow Busch Beer on Twitter for a chance to win.
I know nobody knows where it comes and where I go.
Yeah, Kurt Busch has the monster.
I know everybody
Kurt Busch
sings.
also has maybe one of the coolest stats in the entire field.
Why he in Chicago? Well, he was in St. Louis. Because my older sister, she does like musicals and shit. She like directs musicals. So my dad went to St. Louis to see the musical that she did. And then he flew from St. Louis to Chicago. And now he's just trapped in Chicago because he missed his flight.
And starting in 26th is Austin Dillon, way back there. And thanks to Breastreet for these onboard looks today from the 3 car. I'll tell you what's going to make this driver breathe easier today. It's going to be moving forward at the start of this race. The crew chief Justin Alexander told me this morning the fact that they roll off and start.
Sing with me, sing for the years, sing for the laughter, sing for the tears.
Does not face them today.
They're going to have some time at 400 miles. The first stage will be 60 laps. Steve, actually, break this race down for us if you could. Well, it's the fastest track we see on the NASCAR circuit, 2 miles in length. Pretty decent banking. It's 18 degrees in the corner. I don't think it's listed as variable banking. The long lane definitely flatter. That's why the preferred groove is kind of the middle of the racetrack. The front stretch here, the trial with 12 degrees of banking. You're going to see 2, 3, 4 wide. If you lose momentum down these straightaways, you are in big trouble. 200 laps is 400 miles.
It's hot.
60 laps stage 1, 60 laps stage 2, and that final stage 80 laps. Fuel window 50 to 52. So you're going to have to stop at all 3 stages. But we expect a little help from NASCAR on the first stage. Competition yellow around lap 20. And you notice the 2 different colors of the asphalt there, a lighter gray and then a darker gray. There's resin on the racetrack. How does that help? So basically the idea is NASCAR wants to try to encourage a wider groove for the racing surface. They've used different treatments. This is resin.
My floor is soaking wet, and I don't know why. Well, it's just under my desk. I genuinely don't know why.
And to have a little advantage if they run higher on
And I've been trying to get it dry all day, but it just won't.
Driver, so
it won't dry.
Come down pit road, they're checking pit
kind of
road
annoying.
Here, no practice, no qualifying. They're getting ready to go around this racetrack, closing in on 200 miles an hour. Are you in your comfort zone right before the green flag?
Well, I think these guys have seen some racing here at this racetrack with the ARCA Series and the Xfinity Series yesterday, so they know what they're getting themselves into. They know where the grip is in the racetrack. NASCAR tests where the grip level is in the resin. They give that information to the teams, and really there's not a major difference. So the drivers can go into that area of the racetrack and feel pretty confident there's going to be the same amount of grip, maybe just minimally more grip than where they're typically racing on the bottom grooves. The middle groove of the racetrack is still pretty much the preferred line from what we saw yesterday. Passing on the bottom, to me, Jeff, looks much harder than it's ever been. That bottom groove was extremely slick for the Xfinity drivers yesterday.
Yeah, and on this first lap, you're going to have to be really aggressive. These restarts all day long are going to be crazy, 3 or 4 wide, get into turn 1. You can see our playoff standings where everybody is right now. See Denny Hamlin down there 14th. He's locked in. It's a heck of a battle, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th. You win this race today, if you're not in yellow, you're moving on to the playoffs. Great opportunity for some guys. If other guys just trying
So Hamlin's clinched the playoffs. He doesn't have a win, but he has clinched his spot.
2x2 once again. And it's Kyle Larson, Chase Elliott. They're making up that front row.
Next week is Daytona. I'm very excited about that.
The decision of either inside or outside. Remember, this is where the choose cone actually came into play. First points race, if they utilize that. But only the front row gets to decide that on the start of the race. It's going to be a storyline for every restart, though.
All right.
Very important.
Green flag.
Michigan. Up through the gears. Larson on the outside. Elliott on the inside. A big push coming from the 21. Matt DiBenedetto trying to help out Larson as they go through 1 and 2 for the first time. 3 wide already for the lead.
Oh, man. This is an exciting start. And, of course, you forgot to do your picks. I set a reminder every Friday at noon to do my fantasy picks. And the reminder won't go away until I do it. So, Harvick needs to be plus 61, I believe, to be locked in. Well, yeah, there's 1 race left after today, right? Yeah. So, yeah. Because the most you can gain in 1 race is 60. The most points you can gain in 1 race is 60 points. So, yeah, he has to be plus 61 after today to be locked in.
Did a great job of pushing. Got these front 2 cars on the outside lane out front.
Kevin Harvick now under fire. He's got the 9 of Chase Elliott trying to get by him. And here comes Alex Bowman in the 48. There's Ryan Blaney. Look at him backing up in the 12.
That car was bouncing off into turn 3.
Competition caution is lap 20, by the way. All right, if you're going to be slow, can you not hold up Kyle? What the hell, Blaney? Yeah, Blaney has an issue.
Look at Joey Logano. Got a big draft off of Kyle Busch, trying to take advantage of it.
Look at the car bouncing in the back end.
Stay off pace, really not trying to get back in line. I think if he goes up here behind the 24, he's going to go into line there. We've become accustomed to it, but no practice is still unusual for these teams and drivers. If you try something, it doesn't work. Battle for the lead.
Here comes the 21.
You want to see Matty D get a dub before he goes back to Xfinity, maybe? I think he does. I think he goes back to Xfinity. But I think he has a really good... He drives for a really good team in Xfinity, and it's going to be fun to watch. I could see Matty D going to Colic.
Same thing to Kurt, but Kurt clears him. Kurt's going to be a threat today, guys. Kurt Busch dominated Atlanta the last time we ran this aerodynamic package. I think he will be a threat today.
So DiBenedetto falls all the way back to 3rd after fighting for the lead with Larson. And look who's battled all the way back up to 4th. Chase Elliott is right back up there in the mix.
So Richmond, first 4 or 5 laps, fresh grip. As you see Martin Truex Jr. on the bottom of the screen right here. Marty, what do you got on the 19?
Yeah, Martin Truex Jr. has fallen all the way back to 30th, about to go to 31st after starting 5th today. He has some left rear damage. Once the 78 clears him here, you'll be able to see that. Truex may be coming down pit road, worried about that left rear, and it might cut that left rear tire. And look, that bad to me, Steve. Only you can evaluate it, but the damage clearly behind the tire. I think that's what they were worried about.
Yeah, you see the damage behind the left rear. You talk about tire clearance. The issue is these cars look like they're in super speedways. I mean, they have them on the ground trying to reduce that aerodynamic drag down these long straightaways. Let's listen into the 19.
You're driving on the straightaway. You see the mirror, though, but I'm all over the damn place.
Now they'll issue. Says he's wrecking on the straightaways. So something is amiss on this 19 car. Luckily for him, 14 more.
Oh, man.
He can just keep the car together.
He's got damage. Truex got damage.
Find some service, but it does not look fun to drive.
Yeah, Steve, that left rear damage, that is exactly what you don't want on the left side of the car. If you get the right side flared out like that, it might work, but on the left side, it's going to kill your side force and your downforce.
And it could make it a little uncontrollable down the straightaways. As silly as it sounds, put a lot of odd aerodynamic load on that left side of the car, making it move around in that low air pressure.
And if there's damage on that car, you estimate if there's damage to another car, right front headlight or somebody, and look through the field to see where that contact was made.
You and I were thinking the same thing, Junior.
Kyle Larson has about 4/10 of a second lead over Kurt Busch. Then it's back to DiBenedetto, Chase Elliott, Denny Hamlin running in the top 5. Kevin Harvick settles now into 6th. There's Chase Elliott, about 2 car lengths behind Matt DiBenedetto.
So what I was going to say before we went to that damage on the 19 is, you know, at the start and in these restarts, fresh tires, these guys are really close, if not wide open. It's almost like Daytona and Talladega, drafting, pushing, helping each other. But as the tires wear, this track has lost grip. 8 laps in, we're right on board as throughout the course of the day. And you'll hear moments with
What's up, Winval? How's it going? We're on lap to 8, so he didn't miss much. We haven't even had the competition caution yet, which is lap 20. Blaney has won a race every season in his full-time career in Cup, and unless I forgot, he went full-time in 2016. He did go full-time in 2016, yes. But every year since 2017, I found it interesting how he only has 1 win each season. But I'm predicting that next year is Ryan Blaney's breakout year, like his huge, like, amazing season. Same with Reddick. I think Reddick wins like 3 races next year. I think Blaney wins like 5 next year. You've been watching the race? Hi RJ, how are you? And are you safe? RJ is very safe. Oh yeah, because like the water and shit, sea levels. He was talking about that yesterday. Why is there so much water on my floor? And it's only under my desk. It makes no sense. You just heard thunder. There's hurricanes. Yeah, there's hurricanes. Both the Red Sox and Yankees got postponed today because, like, the hurricanes that are happening.
To tack ladder for your truck bed, to bump step, to the handy under-seat storage system.
Best paint schemes of the last 2 seasons. The last 2 seasons. Well, I think the Fudge Brownie one was amazing. The Interstate Batteries car, that's just come around within the last 2 years.
I need like 10 egg McMuffins, please. 1 hamburger Happy Meal. Make that 2. Make that 3. A Sprite and
I don't know.
one more thing. 10-piece McNuggets. Barbecue.
I've loved Denny Hamlin's like new FedEx paint scheme that he's had since 2019. I've liked that a lot.
So, if you have a flat tyre, dead battery, need a tow, or lock your keys in the car, Geico's emergency roadside assistance is there 24/7. Oh dear, I've got a flat tyre. Yeah, can you find a take where it's a bit more dramatic on that last line, yeah? Yeah, I got it.
Someone help me! I have a flat tire!
Oh, it's good for me. What do you think?
Geico, 15
Honestly, I'm not really sure.
or more on cars.
Any other driver schemes you've liked? Oh, I'm sure there is. I'm just like having a hard time thinking about it.
Drive is your live race day companion. You can always follow your favorite drivers.
I love Byron's paint scheme this year. People don't like it, but I really do like it. I think it's cool.
Casino 400 from Michigan International Speedway. Dave.
See that 4 car of Kevin Harvick? It is going the wrong direction. Back to 12th now, being pressured by the 12.
I like the Interstate battery car, Austin Syndix. I forgot what sponsor it was, but it was white and purple. You know, I hate Syndic, but I really do like his Xfinity car, the pink and white one. I think that one's really cool. That's the one that I saw him unfortunately win with at Pocono when I went there. I thought that was a pretty cool paint scheme. You know, honestly, yeah, fuck Kevin Harvick, but like this paint scheme he has today is pretty cool. I think he used this last year in Michigan. His mate in tall skiing, Quinn Half. I don't remember that one.
Spots in the last 2 laps. He's going to continue to lose more until he can get to the pits and tighten that thing up. The only way he can keep from the back of the car spinning out is to slow down. That's his only option. And everybody around him's not having this.
Oh, the Ryan Blaney, like PPG, I think it's called. That paint scheme. It's kind of like rainbowy-ish. I think that's really cool.
We see this driver, Kevin Harvick, rolling. His hands are always so smooth, calm. He can't do that right now because he's just keeping up with the back of the car. Dave, what do you have on Logano?
And one more on Harvick. He just said we are terrible and give him about 3 more things to think about before they adjust.
Bubba's Black Lives Matter paint scheme. I think that's my favorite, honestly.
And the king calling the shots now from the roof is a young man named Coleman Presley.
I have that die cast. Yeah, Bowman's paint scheme is pretty damn awesome. You like the 22 Auto Trader paint scheme? Yeah, I like that too. Oh, Brad Keselowski's Talladega paint scheme this year was pretty cool. The one that he won with the Talladega.
Good time as Logano heads to the playoffs. He's got 2 races with a lot of spotting involved. This and Daytona before they get going.
Well, continuation of that story is Logano's old spotter, TJ Majors, has moved over to Brad Keselowski. So really a spotter swap for the 2 Penske drivers.
Interesting.
You know what I think would be really cool for Bowman? I think if they put like a 48, the 48, I wish it was like light blue. Like neon light blue. I think that'd be really, I think that would look really cool.
So there is a relationship already there between TJ Majors and Brad Keselowski also.
And interesting how TJ talked about how he thought those close relationships away from the racetrack made him a better spotter. Made him feel like they were in connection more. That was his buddy out there, and he thought that made a better spotter-driver combination.
Things working out right now for Kyle Larson. He has about a 0.3 of a second lead over Kurt Busch, then DiBenedetto back about a second. There's Chase Elliott, and right now Hamlin is closing in on him as well. Parker.
Well, and also his teammate William Byron might just be the fastest car on the racetrack. He actually just turned the fastest.
Twitter's trying to cancel a Hago faces.
He's up 10 positions, just a little bit loose that 24 car, but doing work here early. One of the few cars we've seen be able to drive to the field and make a lot of passes here. We head towards that competition caution. Really happy that 24 car right now is showing the speed on the track.
So it's worth our time and a good. You and I were talking paint schemes earlier. That Exalted paint scheme, you know, classic, bright, easy to pick out of the racetrack. We talk spotters. If I'm a spotter on the roof, this is the type of car I want to spot for in some of these crazy restarts. I can pick that one out all the way around this 2 miles.
You know what's on that sweatshirt, and I know what's on that sweatshirt.
No qualifying. What are they going to look at here? Are we going to see tires get changed every single time?
Well, there's no fuel before, so you really want to pay the top yellow because that is your fuel window at the end of the stage. I do think there's an opportunity for 2 tires because you only need 20 laps worth of fuel. We'll see.
I don't even know what a Hago is.
All you need, or if someone going to go safe, make adjustments and put on 4.
All right, competition caution should be coming out pretty soon.
Tires can't be a huge effect because they're still very fast. Some of the drivers actually run their fastest laps of the race in the last 4 or 5 laps.
Yeah, we've watched the top 20 click off under 40-second laps, with the exception of Kevin Hart. He's been the one guy who hasn't had under 40-second laps. Now that comes
Caution's out.
Right
Competition caution.
When you're out of the gas, that's that little bit. You know, there's not a lot of speed to be made up. So,
and that's traditionally what we see at this racetrack is the drivers take off, try to ram the cars away, loose, and they tighten up and get more.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And you see the throttle trace pick up a little bit.
The big concern for me now as a crew chief is this track is so big. We have so many cars in the lead lap. So not a narrow pit road or small pit road by any means, but a lot of cars on pit road at once. And you mentioned maybe, 2 tires, maybe 4. Timing can be very different. You see the right side jack drop coming down pit road, you expect the crew to go to the left side. They don't. So we'll have to really pay attention on and off pit road.
Steve, you've been mentioning full throttle all the way around this racetrack. You can go full throttle with Wi-Fi speeds. We're celebrating fast internet for a faster everything. Can your internet do that?
My internet can do anything.
From Xfinity, as the field bunching up behind the pace car now. Garrett Smithly, Joey Case, the only 2 drivers that didn't stay on the lead lap in those 20 laps. And Mark Truex Jr. fell all the way back to 33rd with that little bit of damage to the left rear.
Are definitely not driving like he wants, so take the time.
Jaden, what are some of your favorite paint schemes over the last few years?
Make sure that
Highlight Heaven is 5K from 1 million subs, so watch this video and subscribe. Well, I will if I enjoy it. I only subscribe to people whose content I actually enjoy.
Austin Dillon currently 15th, so Reddick outdoing his teammate a little bit for.
Oh, he just posts the like live highlights. That's cool. Yeah, I'll subscribe to that.
Tyler Reddick above it, Austin Dillon below it. Kevin Harvick, he actually could clinch a playoff spot today, depending upon the points that he's able to get. But there's always that fear of 2 new winners, and you get 2 new winners, it would eliminate Kevin Harvick.
Yeah, imagine if we do get two new winners. That'd be kind of fun. And then Harvick's out.
He was just edging loose as he went into the corner. You see just left side tires for the 1 car. Kurt Busch used a bit of strategy, Marty. Same for Kyle Larson, just left side tires only.
His new interstate battery scheme is nice. I like Kyle's different M&M paint schemes every year. Same. Seems like this year he doesn't really have one though.
Great work by the 11 crew. They get Denny Hamlin the lead by getting 4 spots, Rick.
you see, Rick, a whole bunch of variety. 0 tires, 2 tires. I saw a couple rights. I saw a couple left. A lot of options for this crew chief here at Michigan.
If it looks like an F-150, goes like an F-150, hauls like an F-150, thinks like an F-150, and powers like an F-150, it must be an F-150 hybrid. The 2021 F-150 power.
I love the Mountain Dew all green scheme that Chase ran one year at Dega. Yeah, I love that. I remember the Dale Jr.'s car that was like that. So Dale Jr. actually in 2017, his final Talladega race, he ran a paint scheme that was like a Mountain Dew paint scheme, but it had a bunch of names in little font, and I was one of those names. My name was on Dale Jr.'s car.
And we even pulled a few strings, making it easy to make things right. That's what we're made for. USAA, what you're made of, we're made for. Get a quote today.
Yeah, there was like some website. They were like, enter your name and email and you can be on Dale Jr.'s car. And I was like, all right. And then like on that website, you could like look up where on the car that your name was. I don't remember where it was, but it was somewhere on the car. Oh yeah, it just seems like every year around like the All-Star race, he just like kind of changes his paint scheme and then he uses that for the rest of the year. Like the M&M's Crispy. The caramel one came in during the All-Star race and then he used that for the rest of the year. The light blue one, I forgot what that was. Same story there. And then last year with the fudge brownie one.
shot from up above. Thanks, Geico, for giving us that aerial coverage today.
There can be only one Kyle in NASCAR, and it's Larson, not Busch. Well, that's just simply false. That's just objectively not true, because I can prove that. Kyle Larson, right here. Kyle Larson. And then, where is he? Kyle Busch, right here. Here's two Kyles. So, it's just objectively false. Daytona next week, I'm so pumped. Oh yeah, he did use the crispy M&Ms the entire season.
Radio communication. Yes, I mean NASCAR should get into it. Just make that simple enforcement of the rules, and you guys got to stay on the track.
I do not like refereeing and racing.
I know it's hard to police, but that's their damn job. I'm gonna make them make the call.
Would you rather see them on the oval or back on the road course?
We can't be so frozen with fear that we don't try some stuff.
Click this link. It might not send. If you're sending a link right now, it might not send. I'm not sure why.
You guys make the show, and anybody who wants to
talk about winning, not actual drivers. What do you mean?
Wednesday, 6 to 7 p.m.
That's what they said.
Yeah, for whatever reason, Austin's had issues posting links in chat. I'm not sure why.
Great time, Marty. Indeed, it is a lot of fun to hear from the fans. Martin Truex Jr. all the way back in 36 now. They did fix that left rear damage, and we found the guilty party and confirmed it was a teammate, Kyle Busch. They came down and fixed the nose of the 18 as well. Another Joe Gibbs racing driver having a little bit of an issue, Dave.
It's gotten interesting for Denny Hamlin in the last 5 minutes. Listen.
I think he's talking more this season. Which, yes, that is also objectively true that Kyle Larson has more wins than Kyle Busch.
That makes sense why I couldn't hear you. Can you hear me a lot better
This
now?
season.
Yes.
So they had no.
That is just a simple fact.
That may have been one reason why Chris Gabehart did not put 4 tires on or make any changes. He had no information. Now he knows the car's a little bit edgy loose. They can hear each other.
All right, back green.
Like on the restart.
Well, no fresh tires for the 11 of Denny Hamlin. Chase Elliott on his inside.
Kyle Busch has made a hell of a comeback this season. Yeah, he really has. The beginning of the year honestly wasn't that great, but he's been doing really well. I mean, last week at Indy kind of sucked, but no, he's been doing really pretty good.
That's what's going to be so important about the restarts today is the pushes you get from the guys behind.
With outside lane, I was just rolling down the back straightaway. Tyler Reddick thought about jumping in there in front of William Byron. Look at that roll he had to the corner. It's going to clear Alex Bowman. That inside line did much better in that restart. The first restart, the top 4 rows on the outside ended up first, second, third, and fourth. This time the inside worked much better.
See Christopher Bell, though.
Chase is second right now. Hamlin's the leader.
Losing lots of spots down the front straightaway.
I remember him from my picks, so in my league, if I don't make picks, I'll choose picks from last week, or... Yeah, I think it's like, if you forget to make your picks, you just use the same ones from the previous week. So...
try to take it away. We'll see if he slides up in front. He will, so Elliott takes the lead away here in Michigan. Denny Hamlin still running in front of Kyle Larson, and that's a very big deal when it comes to the regular season championship. Coming into this race, it was 22 points that separated Denny Hamlin.
You picked Kurt for today's win? I could see that too. I picked Larson, and Jaden picked Harvick.
The Denny Hamlin and Kyle Larson are fighting for right now if you get that regular season championship.
You see they're getting down into turn 1.
We got 14 people in here right now. Thank everybody for being here. It's pretty awesome. Said N-work but got Hendrick car. NASCAR will have trouble explaining not being racist when Larson wins championship. I was just talking about that earlier. It's like, you know, Larson did not at all learn his lesson because, nah, he did, but like, he totally got a better deal out of this whole thing. He's in a better car than he was before he lost his ride.
That's going to be helpful. Kurt Busch slides up, though, in front of the 5.
Kyle's 164 back in points. Oh, yeah, so, I mean, he's not going to win the regular season champion, but
You guys talk about regular season championship standings. Well, how about the playoff cut line? And Tyler Reddick's run right now up in 6th. Left side tires, a call from Randall Burnett on that last stop, and it got him a ton of track position. When I talked to Randall Burnett this morning, he said this was the racetrack they were worried about. He said Tyler, over his career in the Cup Series, not been so good at Michigan. He said if we can get through today,
I think it'd be cool today if Reddick has like a bad race, and then Daytona's a lot closer of a battle. Harvick's plus 93 right now.
It has been really interesting to watch.
He has to be plus 61 to clinch a playoff spot.
He was all the way up to 12th on that restart, even after having 4 fresh Goodyear tires put on the car and a chassis adjustment. Austin told the team, I want to be able to run the high line better, give me an adjustment for that. Crew chief Justin Alexander went to work and held his track position that he gained earlier through passing cars.
Look at Kurt Busch pushing Larson down the front straightaway. Pretty incredible the speeds that they can create doing that, and the cars around them. Tyler Reddick goes side by side with Kurt Busch. He falls back in line to 24.
What was that?
Moving forward. Attacks the 8 here with a side draft, and he moves away. He wants to get back up the racetrack because he thinks to wipe that higher line.
My mom's friend was at that race last night. Caution's out. Oh man. Joey Gase has crashed.
The right side of this car. Oh man. AMR safety crew immediately out to attend to that car.
Yeah, that's pretty hard lick for Joey. Started his career at Hawkeye Downs Speedway way back in the mid-2000s. Late models, was a track champion there.
This is tough for Rim-Aware Racing.
Joey Gase has a lot of damage on the side of that car. Look, if you guys could see, like a window is like poking out of the car.
Oh no! Right front tire looks like
That was a hard hit.
Sure, a tire, suspension, something. You have to guess tire as hard as a turn right. That is a big hit for a driver. I mean, he's all the way wide open in the gas, and it just quits turning. Such a big impact.
Great to see Joey out of the car. There you go, he's going over the right side of it. Yeah, he knows something, a failure of some sort caused that car to be going to switch the wall like that. Driving some really low racing. And we'll see Joey make his way to the safety car. He will then go to the infield care center to get checked out. Pit road is open.
What was that?
Makers here early.
You want to keep your track position you have it. Maybe some guys towards the back continue to work on their race cars, make some improvements.
Second caution has come out. Slow pace here at Michigan.
Does this dude's link work? I can't find a stream. Oh no, he just clicked. He just posts random links of random videos. He just shows off some funny memes. But no, I can't show the race on this stream because copyright. But if you go on, well, let me confirm that first. I'm pretty sure there's a stream on Twitch of the race where you can actually watch it. Yeah, there is. I mean, it's on a pretty big delay. But yeah, there is.
Sonic Banana Pudding Shake.
With Advanced Same Day, you get the parts you need fast. Get free delivery today. Or pick up your parts curbside or in store in just 30 minutes. Get your parts and get going with Advanced Same Day. We get out. Fired up. Hook big ones. We get out and rip it. And we track them down. So crack a Mountain Dew. Get out and do.
We were gonna stuff Reese's cups with feathers, and then we were like, wait a minute, pretzels. Yeah, pretzels would be way better. Reese's, now stuffed with pretzels.
barrier.
I have one job. That's to be the fastest Paralympian in the world.
And my job is guiding him.
It's all about teamwork.
That dude's stream does not look as cool as mine. My stream's way cooler than this guy's stream.
Everything's a competition with you.
The difference I've noticed from my computer and Kyle Busch is I'm sad when my computer crashes. I'm sad. Oh, I get it. You don't like Kyle Busch. I've gathered that.
NASCAR on NBCSN is brought to you
You don't seem to be very fond of my man Kyle Busch.
Carvana, driven to make winners out of
Serving back up to 19th.
and by Monster Energy. Unleash the beast. Well, Marty predicted it, and the guys in the truck found it, Jeff.
Yeah, here we go. Mark Truex Jr. Kyle Busch behind him. Kyle turns to go underneath him, enter in the corner, and just
Oh, yeah.
makes a little bit of contact, damages the right front of his car, and the left rear of Martin Truex Jr.'s car.
So they did a little work on the 18 and fixed the nose on that. They've done work on the 19. How about the 9, Marty?
Yeah, that contact.
I really like that pace car.
And the 18 happened on lap 3.
That Stingray.
A moment ago, the radio issues for Denny Hamlin sitting in second. How about our
Is that what it is?
Chase
Is that?
with radio issues as well?
It probably isn't, and I sound very dumb. I think it's a Stingray.
Sounds like somebody stepping on Eddie. Open this car. Open this car.
And that is spotter.
The streams you found on Twitter in Spanish, just search up NASCAR.
An electronic interference, Jeff. I can't imagine being behind the wheel when all that electronic interference comes on every time your spotter.
Yeah, I searched up NASCAR, and it's literally the first stream. It's like, it's this dude PKHDX. That's his like username.
You don't know if there's 2 or 3 people above you. That information's got to be clear. You got to make a decision quickly. So let's see if they can get that fixed, and if they can, does it impact Chase Elliott in a key moment in the race where he doesn't make the move he normally would because he doesn't have information?
So many of us have been listening in and checking out these radios. You can do it as well. You go inside the headset with access to NASCAR Scanner for only $2.99 per month. Visit NASCAR.com/scanner to start your subscription today.
Big fan. That's how I watched the first half of the season when I'm not here. Dialed in all the drivers.
Denny Hamlin put 400 of pennies on Kyle Busch's hotel bed because Denny lost a bet. It's pretty fucking funny.
The domination of the high line.
How do you say NASCAR in Espanol? Well, NASCAR it's the same. You'd say it the same way because it's not like a.
There's a lot of guys that go
It's like a company's name, so it's not any different.
running position to get up into the top 5 or the top 10, and they can make that work coming off turn 2.
We'll keep our eye on the 1 and see what Kurt Busch does as the field approaches the Geico restart zone. Pretty good shove there from the 22 of Joey Logano. Has Kurt Busch side by side, door to door as they go to turn 1 for the lead.
It's like Toyota. No, it's not NASCAR. It's like Toyota. Toyota is a Japanese company, a Japanese name, but we still call it the same thing here in America because it's like a proper noun, you know? If that makes any sense, it's like a proper noun, so it stays the same in languages.
Strong. He's going to slide right up behind Chase Elliott and just in front of Denny Hamlin.
Look behind him. 3
Bandera Verde means green flag in Spanish.
Benedetto in that 21 car has been working that really high side. Great battle up front, though. Denny Hamlin to the inside.
Big run for Hamlin.
Not able to get there. Falls back in line behind.
Like McDonald's is the same all around the world.
For a second, like he might go to the inside of the one.
In every language, it's always called McDonald's.
Huge run on Denny here into turn 3.
Can he take advantage of it? He falls back. Here comes Logano. Logano makes the pass.
I just think you're going to start to see, I think Hamlin, with no tires, I think he's paying the price for that right now. Logano on 4, we might start to see right here that tires are a difference. They do help Parker.
Right, Jeff, and remember that one car, Kurt Busch only took left side tires. I was listening to a couple of the cars that took left side, struggling with the balance, and we had that caution
mentioned a couple of them came down and actually made adjustments to those cars after taking the left sides. Remember, that can really shift the balance just putting those left sides on. And that one car, very edgy.
I'm about to roll blunt.
Struggling getting through here.
And behind him is Austin Dillon. We talked about him at the start of the race. Could he make something happen today? He also is on four.
Some things don't change, like me rolling blunts.
To that left for a quarter pound of the one. Pulling back, there he is. Got him where he wanted him. Now can he drive into turn one deep enough to clear him? There he goes. Got the spot. And there's Daddy D. He also is on.
You hear thunder?
Take advantage of it underneath Kurt Busch.
Is it raining, or is it just you hear the thunder and there's like no rain?
Great run so far this afternoon for Matt and the Wood brothers.
I like the paint scheme too, Junior, on that 21 car. Good looking car.
It is. Big old red wrench on the side there. Right on the edge of that resin. Working that high line.
Here comes Logano, looking to the inside of Denny Hamlin. With those 4 fresher tires, make it work for Logano.
Logano does a little side draft, moves away. Denny says not so fast, tries to get back down to that quarter panel. He's going to stay on the outside and make it even tougher for the 22 around turns 1 and 2.
And Joey has to, yeah, now Joey has to make the decision, and that was the right decision. Kind of give that fight up and get behind Denny Hamlin. Try to make another run at him.
While they're side by side, that opens up a pretty big pocket of air, allowing Kyle Larson in the 5 to close the gap in a little bit.
Look at Denny way up the racetrack, testing out that darker surface of the racetrack where the resin's on there. NASCAR said there was just a faint bit of improved grip in that area of the racetrack compared to.
You hear thunder but no rain. I always love when that
On the
happens.
racetrack, he follows the 9-car Chase Elliott to the bottom groove. I think with this package right here, the rear spoilers, spotters are so important, even for the lead car, to tell him where guys are going so he can try to take away their air. Chase tries to drive wherever he wants to go. Try to take away that downforce and grip in that 11.
Too lazy to get up, so I have to reach for
things. Chase Elliott, you don't want to.
It'd be easier just to get up.
You don't want to enter the corner in the same place every time. Make Denny Hamlin guess where you're going to go. I think that that's the name of the game right now. Just mess up his line any way you can.
See where he drives across the front end there. Denny loses the car. Way up the racetrack he goes. Oh, that would be so frustrating to get so much dirty air dumped on the nose of your car in the middle of the corner and look at the ground and loses. He has a little bear on the left side right at the A-post to be able to see that 11 car, the nose of that 11 car just a little bit to the left on the corner entry, and he can just drive right across the nose of that 11 car and take all that air away.
Hey guys, we watch.
At least Chase is leading, yeah. Did Denny Hamlin get tires? I believe so. I don't see why he wouldn't.
No, you see the tape, that silver area on the right front. He went all the way back to 36. Well, he's climbed his way.
My scale's being a bitch right now. It's not like
For the 10th position for Brad Keselowski in front of him.
being proper.
It's impressive. You just talked about how well the air could be used to defend the position, but yet Kyle Busch has found his way through traffic.
Truex, who we also saw having the same issues and handling problems, is up at 16th behind Tyler Reddick. Marty.
Ryan Blaney having a nice run. When I talked to Todd Gordon, his crew chief, this morning about what he wants Ryan to do better for the playoffs, he said, I want the game to slow down for him a little bit and not be reactionary when bad things happen to us. A terrific example of that, the start of this race. Ryan Blaney started third, immediately fell back to 15th. The car was on the racetrack with
Oh my god, my scale sucks.
but he has clawed his way back, Parker. Now worked his way back into the top 10 and 7.
And back in ninth is Matt DiBenedetto in that 21 car, and the track position will be the key for this team all day. They came here with an incredibly aggressive setup. Jonathan Hassler said this is the most trimmed out they could get this 21 car.
First caution was gas only?
They start up in the
Really?
top 5, and they feel like at this point they have to go for broke to make the playoffs in a must-win position, Dave, and they want to have speed in that 21 car to go get it.
Parker, we keep wondering if one of the next tracks that Kevin Harvick gets to will be the breakthrough weekend. Remember, hasn't won this year. He's won here in Michigan in the past 5 times. So to recount his day, very loose at the beginning of the day, but since then, since adjustments and 4 fresh tires, he's been passing cars. That's been good. There was some damage on the 48 car of Alex Bowman, who runs right behind him from the 4. That was on the back end of the 48, so keep an eye on the 4 to see if they have any damage on the front of that car.
Great battle back here at the front. Chase Elliott, Denny Hamlin, Joe Logano. Remember here, you have the Heritage trophy that goes to the winning manufacturer. So right now we got a Chevy, a Toyota, and a Ford top three. That battle means a great deal to these drivers who represent their manufacturer try to get that trophy.
Ford has won it the last 6 times, so I'm sure that Chevrolet and Toyota are saying, let's break up this dynasty that they have here close to Motor City.
Really interesting watching Denny Hamlin trying to figure a way around Chase Elliott. Over here at 3 and 4, he likes it up there really high in that resin. Seems to work well.
Is it just me, or does Joey Logano have lip implants? I think it's just you. I don't see that.
He can do anything with it as he closes.
But that would be funny.
Denny's been able to kind of move around and do different things behind this 9 car, but now he's got to be a little more defensive with these cars behind him. He can't do everything he wants to do and give them an opportunity to pass him.
Top 4 cars separated by 4/10 of a second here at Michigan.
A lot of people think dealing with COPD is a walk in the park. If I have something to help me,
no one thinks that.
Everything would be fun and nice. But I still have bad days, flare-ups, which can permanently damage my lungs. My lungs need protection against flare-ups. So, it's time to get real. Because in the real world, our lungs deserve the real protection of Breztri. Breztri
You have a...
gives you better breathing.
Oh, I thought you said you had a fish food warning.
It's the first and only
You did say fish.
medicine proven to reduce flare-ups.
You have a flash flood warning? Bill Elliott names kid Chase and not forcing him into racing. He possibly wanted to become a ballerina. Yeah, who knows?
May increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing.
Maybe Chase Elliott did want to be a ballerina, and his dad forced him into racing.
For real protection, ask your doctor about Breztri.
I would support my child in whatever they wanted to do, unless it was to become like a serial killer. Or an internet troll. If they wanted to be an internet troll, I'd tell them, no, I'd let my kid be an internet troll as long as they were funny. You have to be actually funny, though, not lame.
Pulled a few strings, making it easy to make things right. That's what we're made for. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for. Get a quote today.
I want my child to be the next Joe Pesci. That's what I want.
I need to try it first.
If my child wanted to be a ballerina, I'd be like, all right.
Hitting the road this summer? Not all 5G networks are created equal. T-Mobile covers more interstate highway miles.
Not many bridges in racing.
T-Mobile, America's largest.
I mean, they raced over a bridge last week in Nashville.
With advanced
An IndyCar.
You get the parts you need fast. Get free delivery today. Or pick up your parts curbside or in store in just 30 minutes. Get your parts and get going with advanced same day.
Here we go, stage 1, NASCAR Cup Series racing from Michigan. Telecast presented by Breztri. Chase Elliott has a new car filling up his rearview mirror. Austin Dillon has moved up to second. Take a look back here.
I had a good feeling about Austin Dillon today.
22 Logano loses a little momentum, but 5 and Larson goes to the inside. You see the 3 kind of running the top, stays in his lane. The 5 slides up in front of the 22. The 3 just turns
Troll
down the
toil
hill.
on bridges.
Each other's air up. I'm going to go ahead and drive on by.
Now it's raining hard. I hear thunder. My signal went out.
They have brought a really nice car.
Your signal went out? That fucking sucks.
Junior, what'd you call it?
Rocket ship, man. Rocket ship.
He brought a rocket ship today.
Up second. Handling good.
Chase Elliott has about a 6/10 of a second lead now over second place Austin Dillon. Then it's Hamlin, Logano, and Larson, the top 5. This was that pass for second here.
Austin just had a run on these two guys as they were side drafting, slowing each other down. He took advantage of that and pressed straightaway.
He was running Chase Elliott down. He's got a really fast car. In fact, almost 2/10 faster that lap. So with 8 to go, he's got enough time to get there.
Linval, does it rain in Morocco?
The man just said a rocket ship.
Dave?
I'm just curious.
He told me in the pre-race show, too, so it's bearing out now. When I talked to his crew chief, Justin Alexander, about the Chevrolet
Garth
and the
Brooks.
success that Hendrick Motorsports has been having, he said, we felt some of that, too, as a Chevrolet team. Maybe
I was listening to Garth Brooks.
But we
It's
know
cool.
we'll be good here today. And with 4 fresh tires and a chassis adjustment and a good choice on where to restart that last time, Marty, the 3 has gone forward.
And Dave, look how it's changed the playoff bubble left-hand side of your screen. Austin Dillon now in, Tyler Reddick out, and Randall Burnett. They have a command center for RCR back in Welcome, North Carolina. See Kyle Larson making a pass for 4th position around Joey Logano. They listened to the command center and went with left side tires on the 8 car on that last stop. Randall Burnett said, man, we should not have done that because clearly the 3 car, Austin Dillon, did not listen to the command center. They took 4 tires. So it's amazing that these decisions, Steve, that being made with pit strategy, they're being made like a 2 feet apart back in Welcome, North Carolina. But you don't always have to listen to the computer, do you?
I would have a hard time. You know, I know the computer does process a lot of data, but, you know, there's lanes on the restart. And
This first stage just went by quick. Today's went by quick. Today went by really quickly. I woke up at 6 a.m. and I was like, shit, I have to wait 9 hours for the fucking race to start. Those 9 hours went by really quickly. That was nice.
Guys, one of the biggest movers since the restart is that 18-car Kyle Busch, and we've seen some pretty visible images of how the air is affecting these cars. Take a listen to how Kyle describes that sensation inside the car.
I need more weight on the front tires. Late exit. Back is okay. If I rip it to the bottom, I can get a little bit of rear slip. But if I just try to track corner and go through the corner.
Thunder Rolls at the song, that's cool.
Rear stays with me, okay? Yeah, it feels like the splitter on the high. Just nothing close to the front tires of the track, you know?
That's the arrow.
Kyle Busch up to 9th.
He also described it as almost being a
He had issues earlier. Well, not really issues, but he had to. He like restarted 33rd after the competition caution.
Looks like they've done a nice repair job, but these cars are
Because he had that contact with Truex and had to repair. But he's back up to 9th now.
on the front tires on corner exit. Could be something as simple as the damage to the right front fender.
Brothers running.
It is downpouring outside your house.
The older brother in front.
Where did you say? Where in Virginia did you say you lived?
Younger brother.
I mean, you don't have to tell me if you don't want to.
Those two are
Just
running in
curious.
position right now, chasing down Matt DiBenedetto. Here goes Larson again. He has been able to now clear the 11 of Denny Hamlin. So Larson up to 3rd.
Got to run off turn 2 down the back straightaway, able to make that pass on Denny. Marty.
Hey, Junior, I want to know from Steve. So you see Chase Elliott took left side tires on that first stop. Kyle Larson took left side tires and had some track condition to gain. So what did you learn from
Virginia
that
Beach.
first stop of the day, Steve? Would you be willing to do 2 tires later in the race?
Wait, is it Virginia Beach or is it just a part of Virginia with the beach?
I believe that track position still beats tires, so if I can start somewhere in the front 3 rows, I take as few tires as possible to start there. The real question is how much fuel you need, and with almost 40 laps on this fuel tank, I imagine this will be the time that those drivers take 4 tires because they have to sit there and take all that Sunoco fuel. As we see Austin Dillon with 2 to go in this stage, Rick, he's not thinking 9 stage points. He wants
Virginia
10
Beach.
in that playoff.
Yeah, my family, my mom's side of the family
Chevy driver.
used to live there. I think a few of them still do, but like most of them moved away.
It was Chase Elliott, or would you guess it was? Would you put Austin Dillon up there in that list?
I've been to Virginia Beach.
You would assume that, but it actually is Austin Dillon. He has won stage 1 here before.
It's pretty nice
Only
there.
Chevy driver to do it.
He wants to try to keep himself at the top of the list. This is where I think he looks pretty good. He's able to run a little bit higher and keep that momentum.
Got 20 viewers in here. Thank you guys. You are awesome.
Who does it hurt more? Did Chase Elliott clear him at the right time, or did he have to get out of the gas a little bit?
I think it hurt hurt Austin. Chase cleared him, ran his normal exit. Then right here, it's going to hurt the angle of corner entry for the 3. Larson's going to run right around the bottom. He's going to try to get to the quarter panel of the 3.
Chevy looking strong here in stage 1 as they're running 1, 2, 3 with Chase Elliott, Austin Dillon, and now Kyle Larson coming up into the picture.
Austin Dillon's far enough back now for Chase Elliott. It'll be really hard to catch him, but think about all the points he's gaining on Tyler Reddick right here. I know he wants this stage win, but a second in this stage gives him a
25 viewers in here now. Y'all are awesome.
Points at the end of the stage. Reddick's not in the top 10.
It's not nice right now.
Chase Elliott gets the win, but it is Larson who finishes second in the stage. Dillon falls back to 3rd.
Did Reddick get stage points? No, so
momentum.
That means Austin Dillon is now in front of Reddick in points.
No telling what that point might matter come the end of Daytona a week from now.
I'll be disappointed coming off turn 4. Lose that point.
I'll be honest, if they leave here even with Reddick, I'd be happy with that going into Daytona with 3 teams.
Great battle right there, 4th position. And right now, as they stand, the 3 and the 8 tied.
We finally found the perfect house.
Yeah, we couldn't believe the deal we got. Just lucky, I guess.
We're a little closer to the airport than we thought. At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
Saving us so much money. How's your wife?
Morning, Ted.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
I need to try it first.
What the fuck? Look at Virginia Beach weather. Like, rain is flying in the air.
September 24th to 26th on NBC, Go, and Peacock. That.
Dear Winter Circle, you're my favorite destination. Getting to you is a thrill ride revved up with years of racing heritage. I was born to love the track and bred to lead the pack. See you next time around. Cheers, Toyota Performance. With Toyota's race-inspired lineup, it's no wonder we're in the winner's circle. Toyota, let's go places.
Kia is having a record year, and we're looking to keep it going with awesome August offers like this.
Choose 0% APR.
No wonder I had sirens going off earlier.
21 Kia Forte and 22 Kia Sportage models at Burdick Kia. Low down payment or no down payment.
Yeah, I appreciate all the viewers in here.
Why trade up to Burdick Kia? Cool Kias, hot savings. That's why. Burdick Kia at Drivers Village. See why at BurdicKia.com.
Last chance to get in the Cup Series playoffs. Daytona.
It says in support to have this rain shit show the whole night. Well, there is a hurricane right now, so whenever there's a hurricane, there usually is a lot of rain in other parts of the country, even parts that aren't directly affected by the hurricane. Like about a month ago, there was a hurricane down in Florida, I believe, and during that time it was raining up here for like a straight week, and I'm in Syracuse, New York, so.
Think about that. Daytona and the unpredictability of that racetrack, and it will determine the 16th position for who will make the playoffs.
It's going to be amazing. Pressure packed. I mean, look at the points between Reddick and Dillon, currently tied. But remember,
Tropical storm, yeah.
And you're in. So
only Virginia Beach gets rain. Try living in Midwest last year during derecho. People are screaming near my neighborhood, and I tried looking, and I see a massive people gathered. There's probably a murder that happened. I'm assuming there was a murder. Someone got murdered.
Cup Series, and it came at the biggest race, the Daytona 500, and locked him.
One of your neighbors got murdered.
At the end of stage 1, teams getting ready for
the Motor City. It all started here. Hell yeah, Detroit.
Pit road led by the 9 of Chase Elliott. Elliott Larson.
Well, it's a little bit from Detroit, but yeah.
In the top 5.
And Rick, when a crew member puts a wrench through the rear window of these race cars, there's a couple of things they might try. One's called wedge, one's called track car. Big debate on what they would do for Austin Dillon to help a race car that has gone tight. We'll see what the rear tire carrier does. At this point, looks like it's going to be wedge adjustment, Marty.
Chase Elliott with the stage win, Dave. He described his car as, quote, reasonable on old tires. The car's around the middle of 3 and 4, but it's out of the track there, so he's kind of forced to run the bottom. Meanwhile, Kyle Larson said his car was edgy on entry early, but quote, mellowed out the further he
Morocco doesn't let people own guns. That doesn't mean they don't own them. Oh my god, it's fucking flooding. Like in your house or what?
5-team, Kyle Larson gets off the pit road first.
I only killed one person. He had it coming. If he had it coming, then I don't blame
Is
you.
the leading online retailer of tires in North America and a repository of advice and expert reviews.
Outside.
It's done. All that's left is to arrange for safe, easy installation of one of our...
Yeah, America didn't let people own weed for a long time, but that didn't stop them. New York just legalized weed a few months ago. It didn't stop me from having it before then. People own illegal guns. Could have been murder with a knife, too.
I need to try it first.
Maybe there was just a fight.
Dealing with COPD is a walk in the park. If I have something to help me breathe better, everything would be fun and nice. But I still have bad days.
I'm rolling a second one because I want to.
Damage my lungs. My lungs need protection against flare-ups. So, it's time to get real. Because in the real world, our lungs deserve the real protection of Breztri. Breztri gives you better breathing, symptom improvement, and flare-up protection. It's the first and only COPD medicine proven to reduce flare-ups by 52%.
Breztri won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. It is not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Breztri more than prescribed. Breztri may increase the risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur.
For real protection, ask your
You're still
doctor
not
about
sure
Breztri.
what's happening. So we got RJ with flooding in the streets, and we have Windvow with blood in the streets. Or not confirmed, but a possible murder outside of Windvow's house and flooding outside of RJ's house. It's quite the interesting storylines.
But that one call got her a towed rental, paid her claim, and we even pulled a few strings, making it easy to make things right. That's what we're made for. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for. Get a quote today.
Chase Elliott wins stage 1. He is finished second in his
Who's to say we all haven't murdered somebody, Kenneth? Kenneth, have you murdered anyone? You can be honest, I won't snitch.
The difference, and we're welcoming back to our NBC team, Brad Doherty. What'd you see in the first stage that you liked there, Brad?
Yeah, you know, the most noticeable thing to me was just the power, especially the...
Murder isn't even the worst thing you could do to somebody.
In dirty air, around other race cars, they just seem to have significant power. The question I have for you...
Torture. No, that's a lot worse. You can't torture someone. You can murder them, but you can't torture them.
I think right now what's going on is the track is so hot. You guys keep talking about on pit road how hot it is, and that means the cars aren't handling very well, so they get separated in the corners. So it makes it hard to get back together on the straightaway and help push each other. You see Joey Logano on pit road.
What if it was too hot at a NASCAR race that they just decided not to race?
Yeah, it looks to me it's like installation of some lug nuts here.
What if a driver passed out in the race because the heat was too crazy? Surprised that's never happened.
That's certainly good.
That'd be really dangerous if it did.
Stay with another car in the corner versus creating opportunities to draft and do things on the straightaway.
Hundreds in real life, but it wasn't murder. It was my duty. I saw a snake crossing down my street in the flooding. What do you remember from Virginia Beach? I remember a drunk girl passed out on the sidewalk. That's what I remember. I remember, remember we went to this magic show where this lady was like in a box and she got cut. Like the box got cut, but she like lived. I don't know how that works.
Wasn't in the right spot, and I think that was more of the issue.
See the stage points on the left side, and it's so important to gain those stage points, especially for Austin Dillon.
How about Austin Dillon? He said, he came out third. Said, hey, I'm going to go to the bottom, see what I can make happen. Matty D followed him. Matty D was
Nobody's been murdered.
after his pit stops. Now he's restarting in third.
Okay, well then what's all the commotion about?
Pace car will make the left turn on the pit road, put the fuel back in the hands.
Is it just the white neighborhood dads just looking outside screaming?
Looks like that outside line's a little more organized and connected. Teammates Larson and Elliott down into turn one. Chase up the track a little bit away from the back bumper, the 5. We're going to be side by side on the turn 2 here.
Got Austin Dillon racing with Kyle Larson.
Austin's trying to side draft, but Chase is going to fill that hole. Runs in the back of the 5-car. Larson upsets him. Hard contact there, guys.
This 99 car there in 5th place. He's on 2 tires. Wasn't very good. That created a hole for Matty D. It was a good choice by him to pick the bottoms there and take advantage of it. Still battling for the lead.
Unbelievable to see the 3-car of Austin Dillon still able to stay the inside of Lawson down in the corner. Looking mad to Benedetto in this 21 Rudd Brothers car. All the way to the bottom, 3 wide. Is not able to complete the pass. Is it going to work out for him?
Holy shit, that lightning was so close. He felt it. This weather is rare for us. The worst hurricane I've ever gotten was Hurricane Isabel. When was that? I don't remember Hurricane Isabel. I remember I used to live in Vermont. Damn, Curtis. I used to live in Vermont, and in 2011 was Hurricane Irene, and Vermont actually got it the worst. There was this bridge that I used to drive over all the time, or I didn't drive, but like we used to drive over all the time, and that got completely destroyed. That bridge got completely fucked. I also remember I used to live across the street from a river, and during that hurricane, we went across the street and just looked at the river, and you could just see so much debris. Like, you could see, like, mattresses and tires and shit, just, like, crazy. You see hail?
Yeah, he's on a mission now. Oh, there's smoke coming out of that helmet. You don't want to upset this old man.
Damage is good. Still outside. Bumper clear, clear. All clear, all clear.
Let's keep our eye on the blood when he gets back to the back bumper of the 21, if he can get back up there.
Man, that rolled the middle of that bottom lane better than I expected. Great speed out of the 1 car.
And to be clear, that was Dale Jr. that called him home.
Do you live on, like, the ground floor or some shit? Like,
Yes, I love it.
do you live in, like, a condo, an apartment, a house? Like, do you live on, like, the top floor? Like, are you fucked? Are you gonna get flooded? Are buildings flooding?
Austin's going to stay in the grip there. Enters the corner. Turns down across the bottom of turn 2. This 3-car is driving.
Oh, it was probably a robbery if it was near a neighborhood snack and supply store. It was probably a robbery. Or a fight.
They brought a car that's absolutely capable of it. He's going to drive. He's going to have to lift right there.
You live in a house?
Way too close to the back bumper of the 5-car.
Well, like, on the scale of 1 to 10, what is the current risk of your house being flooded right now? Like, I want to know that.
Chase tried to stay away from him, so he didn't push him, but you see, he's able to do that. The green drives right back up to the back bumper of the leader. He has to go high gear to get some clean air on the nose.
With that momentum, play into this move down the backstretch.
Now he's pushing Larson away. For those of that 3-car, the beach ball works just like it does at Daytona and Talladega here with these cars. Austin's going to go to the top, try to keep the momentum up in the car down the straightaway. Larson trying to break the draft, running a little bit lower. Here comes the 3 with a run. He's going to push Larson here.
13 laps to go in stage 2. Excuse me, 13 of the 60 laps in stage 2. 48 still to go, so they'll have to come to pit road again, Steve, right?
Yeah, they can only run about 50 laps on fuel just over, so they can't run the entire 60 laps. But with the pace not slowing down, I don't think this is the place where you're going to see them split it in the middle. I think these guys are going to run long, all the way towards the end of the stage, come in for maybe just a splash of gas. If you want stage points, or maybe you fill it up with gas, take the penalty under green, and then don't stop
shortstop under yellow. Watch what Kyle Larson's doing right here, guys. He's really smart in how he's trying to protect this lead. Austin Dillon trying to get to the bottom. Side by side with him. Austin Dillon with a power move.
Trump says live on a boat or a golf course. Hey, living on a boat or a golf course sounds pretty nice.
The information or didn't take the risk to get up there in front of that 5 car. He side drafts a little bit here to slow down. Chase is going to help his teammate.
And the hole went away for Austin Dillon to slide up into. Let's see now if Chase can keep blocking. No, Austin Dillon's going to slide right back up in front of Chase Elliott, and now Larson still holding on to the lead, but definitely under fire.
Yeah, Austin Dillon's car is really good right now. He was able to get himself back into second.
Barely gets out of the gas.
He lifts on entry, which is pretty cool. Backs that entry up.
And now another run.
Watch what Larson does. He stays out late, takes a big arc, right? Great big arc, and then goes to the bottom. He's kind of taking the air away from Austin as long as he can, but still putting his car where he wants to put it. Entering this little battle here is...
I never heard from RJ, so maybe his house got like flooded or some shit.
Benedetto, there he is. He's run this field back down.
And we just lost some viewers. He might have been one of them. I hope RJ is doing all right now. Wherever he is. Well, he's in Virginia.
The last time he made the move, he had forward momentum off of turn 4. And was able to turn underneath and get into turn 1 with forward momentum. That's how he's going to have to make this pass. And then get
R.I.P.
RJ.
RJ.
As you said, Junior. Just drive the car up the racetrack. Take away Larson's line if he gets another shot at it.
This may be an opportunity right here down the straightaway. He's run the high line to create some momentum down the straightaway. Here he comes. Gets the run on the 5 car. Is he going to be able to make the move to the inside here?
So forward momentum.
He's going to try it. He's going to dive down in the corner.
And he could slide up now and clear him, but he doesn't.
He's clear.
Really get that information and take that chance. He doesn't.
They're going to have to do better than that. If they're going to make this pass, they're going to have to get more aggressive.
Now he side drafts. Let's see if he tries it 3.
Just as he gets into the entrance of the corner, there's a little bit of a side draft happening for Larson to hold Larson right there on the outside and frustrate this 3 car. Now here comes the 9. They're going to stay side by
Oh, okay. RJ's still alive. Good.
So you see now, Larson's going to have a little forward momentum back on him into turn 1. See right there? And that's going to take away the opportunity.
Chase is thinking lead. I'm going to take the lead. I'm not going to help my teammate. I'm going to drive around both you guys, but this is going to hurt.
RJ floating on a raft looking for Wi-Fi.
Slide right in front of the 18, but the 18 is going to move to the inside, trying to take that 3rd spot away.
That's what we talked about. That's why Austin Dillon's going to have to get more aggressive. Now he's going to have to fend off this battle for Kyle Busch. Looks like he's going to be able to do it. But then he's going to get by Chase Elliott before he can get to Larson again. That aggressive level has got to go through the roof for Austin Dillon.
Dillon drops back to 3rd. Chase Elliott now up to 2nd. Dave.
And Rick's spotter, Brandon Benesh, had him cleared at least 2 or 3 times from the middle to the exit of the corner there, but Austin did not take advantage of that. And drivers, I know it's got to be hard when you think maybe I'm clear and your spotter's telling you you're clear. He's 3 quarters of a mile away with binoculars, maybe, but he's not driving the race car.
And these guys going almost 200 miles an hour, and they're inches apart. You don't want to make a mistake. As we go NASCAR nonstop, you won't miss a thing.
No pressure from behind. 5 seconds.
You're on the 1st floor? That's not good. You probably should like go to higher floors.
It's never been about racing anyone else.
I'm going to tell you a secret since we're in the car alone. I have been to Sonic in my pajamas. Have you? Same. Oh, thank God. I knew, of course. That's why we're friends. Without a bra on. Oh, definitely without a bra on. Yeah. Sonic Crave Cheeseburger. I never wear a bra when I drop the kids off at school. Check that out. Internet that's one step ahead.
Yeah? Well, mine's always got my back.
Okay, show. Mine's faster than Harvick.
Okay, that's fast.
My internet's so fast, it keeps tilting.
Yeah, that's because you all have the same internet. Xfinity X5. It's so powerful, it keeps one-upping itself.
Can the internet do that?
Get up, get moving, and gradually reduce sprays the easiest way. Just step into the shower with Control GX, the first and only shampoo that blends away a little.
R.I.P. that shit. What happened?
Subtle, natural look. Control GX from Just For Me.
Can't swim upstairs or elevator.
Oh, hey, Pat.
Toyota, let's go places.
Yeah, you're seeing right. Football is back. We're talking big matchups. Fans, huge kickoff game. We've got the Buccaneers. What is that? Not the Buccaneers I meant. Not that. There we go. The champs. The Tom Brady Bucks coming out against the Cowboys. And not a bunch of dusty guys on horses. What is this? Yeah, there we go. The Dallas Cowboys. Exactly. And the return of Dak Prescott. Cowboys, Bucks. America's favorite game. Not the game I mean. NFL kickoff, September 9th on NBC and PBS.
Make sure to download the official app of NASCAR. You can follow the action with free live scoring, in-car cameras, and a radio broadcast. Search NASCAR in your app store to download and start a free trial today. What a battle it has been. You saw the pass with the lead in NASCAR nonstop. Chase Elliott out in front. Kyle Larson holding on to second. Austin Dillon not losing grip with these two.
I'm pretty surprised by the 5 car and how he's able to hound the 9 after seeing the 9 car go by for the lead. Larson hanging on right here, giving Chase all kinds of fits.
Keeps dishing his car higher and higher. No surprise with Kyle Larson.
And as we get further into this run, we're seeing a lot of the field of the racetrack in this resin. So great job by the track, NASCAR, whoever's responsible for this. We've used it at Nashville Super Speedway and here in Michigan, and I've liked what I've seen. It doesn't.
Honestly, the fact that Larson hasn't been dominant today, like led every lap, is just surprising to me. Like Michigan was his best track with CGR, so the fact that like with Hendrick, I mean it's not like he's doing bad. He's in second place, but I just expected him to lead like literally every lap.
Almost got him in the left rear quarter panel. Bell's fast right now. Just drove by Hamlin on the outside. Marty.
Yeah, a moment ago, Cliff Daniels told Kyle Larson, let's work together as a team here with Chase Elliott. Try and link up as best we can on the straightaways. Don't try and pull around each other. And you see that coming to fruition right there. Larson pushing Elliott, trying to get away from that 3 car. He said, let's use the teammates to our advantage. So a moment ago, Bill Jr., Brad already asked you guys, why do we not see more drafting here in Michigan? Seeing it right now with these 2 Hendrick cars.
Well, if I'm going to help my teammate, if I'm Larson and he won't, all right, you want to work together? I need you to run somewhere else in the corner. We can't run the high side together, so this is what I'm seeing. So Chase going to the bottom and leaving that high side and that clean air for the 5 car, and then I'll be happy to push you down the straightaway if you're going to allow me to get that.
My God, this blunt is being so stubborn right now.
Good work by these guys, running different lines in the corners to save the front tires on the following car, and then working together in the draft on the straightaways. You see, though, the 3 car hanging in there. That teamwork isn't really making a big difference on their the gap they had to 3rd place.
They can't shake Austin Dillon. Austin Dillon staying right in there within a half a second of these two.
Austin Dillon and his team, they have the speed today. What's going to be so important for them and every team is keeping up with the changes as this racetrack goes through the change with rubber being put on the racetrack. Does that resin in that top lane gain even more grip? And then pit stops, right? You're going up against Hendrick Motorsports. Can you match them on pit road?
They had a great stop the last time on pit road. So we'll see if Austin Dillon and that 3 team can keep up this consistency. They've got a long ways to go. There's still 113 laps to go in this race.
5 car follows the 9 down into turn 3 and 4. Loses a little bit of front grip, allows that 3 car of Austin Dillon to close in.
And look at the run Larson has now. all three separated by 0.3 of a second, the top three here at Michigan. Chase Elliott, almost an accordion effect there of the 5 of Larson. He gets close, he'll hit the bumper, he'll drop back, but he holds on to second with Larson right there. So it's Elliott, Larson, and Dillon. Let's get a few updates. We'll start with Parker.
Yes, this is an awesome battle at the front of the 5-year screen there. You see the 23 above the walls, who's also having a great run running in 10th right now. What makes it all the more impressive is every other car in the top 10 has been on pit road twice. That 23 car has been down pit road 3 times because at one point they came down pit road and put almost every wrench you could possibly put in it to try and get it into the racetrack. I think it's worked because obviously he's found himself in the top 10, Marty.
So far, Tyler Reddick has sort of been able to match Austin Dillon. Lost a lot of points early on in the race, but sitting here in 14th, he's been in a terrific battle with Martin Truex Jr., Kurt Busch, and Joey Logano. But a moment ago, Tyler Reddick told his team, I have a vibration. They told him, if it gets too bad, bring it down pit road. If you can hang on to it, hang on to it. Right now, you see the battle for the lead shaping up.
Sam, what?
Yeah,
R.I.P. What happened? R.I.P. What? My PC shutting down me. Visible shock. Also me. My PC is done. Me. R.I.P. My PC. Sam Metz. Cap. Mr. Fibble. My died. What?
Right in front of the tire. Looked like there might have been some contact with those guys, Jeff. I saw you stand up. Y'all turn 4, man. They were all but wrecked. All the way up the racetrack. We'll go back and see if we can find it. Here we go. William Byron.
Is your PC broken?
Into the 21 car. That contact from the 11 on the left front of William Byron's car. We'll have to see how much damage that is, but that was close.
Denny Hamlin trying to win the regular season championship as he's chasing Larson, not helping his fight for that regular season championship. But Denny Hamlin still fighting to get a win in 2021. Right now, Hamlin running in the 6th position, but it's Chase Elliott, Kyle Larson separated by 0.2 of a second. Then Austin Dillon 0.3 back.
29 laps to go in this second stage right here.
Oh my
He'll
God.
probably run about another 18 or 20 laps on fuel. Looking at the lap times, I don't
His
see why
blunt
he wouldn't
sucks.
actually keep maintaining, maybe even going faster.
You know, I'm rolling a different one.
The correct time is now you see the 12
Because it's
to
pissing me off.
Ryan Blaney in that 12, clearing with his good buddies off the racetrack. Bubba Wallace.
Yeah, Bubba's car was going backwards at the start of the race. They worked on it, made some improvements, got him handling much better.
You're still alive?
That was the goal for the 23 team. 23-11 racing with Michael Jordan, Denny Hamlin. They wanted to get better.
That's good.
Throughout the season.
I'm glad that you're still alive.
Bubba Wallace looking even stronger here in Michigan.
It's been a good racetrack for Bubba Wallace. 2017, won that truck race here. Got real aggressive. Made stuff happen. Got the checkered flag.
You're dying? Are you good? So you're describing a very serious situation right now. So by joking and saying that you're dying, I kind of actually believe you're dying.
The charges by Kyle Larson. You're not going to miss a thing. We'll go NASCAR nonstop.
Beautiful day in Baltimore, where most people probably know that Geico could save them money on car insurance, right? You see, the thing is, Geico, well, could help them save on boat insurance too. Hey. Okay, I'm ready to come in now. Hello?
I'm trying my best.
Seriously, I'm serious. Request to come ashore.
Geico, saving people money on more than just car insurance.
Welcome to Sonic. May I take your order?
One grape cheeseburger.
I'm on it.
Grape cheeseburger, almost ready. On my way.
Someone pass me the grape sauce.
Almost ready on the burger.
One Sonic cream cheeseburger.
These are the people who work on the front lines. They need a network that's built right. That's why we created Verizon Frontline, the advanced network and technology for first responders. Built on America's most reliable network. Built for real interoperability and built for 5G.
You're not really dying good.
#1 network in public safety. Verizon Frontline, built right.
fight for first responders.
Wind Val, you still here? I want an update on what happened in your situation.
And made it so it can power our homes. We took the vehicles businesses use to keep the lights on and made them run on the same thing that turns the lights on. We took the original 0 to 60 head turner and gave it 0 vehicle emissions. We took the familiar and made it revolutionary.
David Brown, right near that 11-second barrier. I have one job. That's to be the fastest Paralympian in the world.
And my job is guiding him.
It's all about teamwork and reliability. Like teaming up with Xfinity for fast downloads and reliable speed. Xfinity have a gold medal?
Everything's a competition with you.
Xfinity X5. With fast downloads and reliable internet for streaming, it's a great way to stay connected. And don't miss the Paralympics beginning Tuesday.
Kyle Busch up to 4th. Fuck yeah.
The Optimist to thank NASCAR Cup Series Racing from Michigan. This telecast presented by Green Street. And we look at this 2-mile racetrack. Aerial coverage brought to you by Geico. And what a battle it has been up front. You see a big run now by Kyle Busch in the 18. He's able to clear Christopher Bell, but Bell has inserted himself into the top 5. The lead continues up top. Battle for 3rd on the bottom. Parker.
Right, as we see, Bell has a very fast trailer there, and he was catching his teammate Kyle Busch, which actually was a good thing because Kyle had come on the radio and reported that once he caught those top 3, he sort of stalled out. He needed a pusher. The problem was when Bell got to him, he went around him because Kyle lost the nose behind the 3. As you see him trying to juke around and find some clean air on the nose at 18 behind the 3 of Austin Dillon. So we do have a little bit of track down here, as you've heard from the Hendrick teammates, as Brad Doherty alluded to. We are seeing it. We're seeing teammates work together, but the key is, Marty, they got to work together, and I don't think those Joe Gibbs teammates are doing it today.
About 10 laps from the leader stopping, and to that point, Parker, the teammate thing works great. Yeah, Kyle Larson certainly pushing Chase Elliott, keeping him out of the lead. But, Steve, the water temps keep creeping up on that 5 car. About plus 25 on the water temps now. A moment ago, Cliff Daniels today, until it gets to plus 35, I'm not too worried about it. But I think you probably want your...
Not funny to pretend to be dying. Had a cat that pulled that trick, stopped feeding it just to prove he was wrong. He was honest after that till death.
To likely leapfrog you and take the lead, as now we see the 4 of Kevin Harvick come to pit road. I would assume, Dave, this is a scheduled pit stop.
Well, I think so, Steve. It's just been a struggle all day for this Ford team, and as Kevin brings it in, he'll certainly get 4 fresh Goodyear tires and a fill of Sunoco fuel to take him probably past the end of the stage. We'll see what they decide to do. But he said lately, I have no...
Jaden, why'd you change your name to just Jaden? What happened to the N1N Jaden?
He's scared to turn the wheel because the car's way too loose. Still working on trying to get in the back of that car to get gripped up and into the racetrack for Kevin.
Just tell me, oh, that's normal, but I don't know what it was. I don't know what that sounded. I wouldn't like it.
As he gets back up to speed and back out onto the track, keep watching the battle for the lead. There's also a big fight now for 3rd as the 18 of Kyle Busch trying to side draft and use teammate Christopher Bell to clear the 3.
Christopher Bell, he's just going to follow Kyle Busch right around Austin Dillon.
Dillon dropped back quickly there, Dave.
He just radioed in, well, no teammates for me there today. So he's kind of on his own there, but this run is not a surprise to the 3 team. As we watch the battle for the lead on top, you see Dillon now battling in the 5th position back here with Denny Hamlin. Remember who it was fastest in practice at Charlotte for the 600? This guy, the driver of the 3, Austin Dillon, who finished 6th on that night after running in the top 10. It was Austin Dillon, and Justin Alexander, his crew chief, told me, we have so much confidence in this driver with this type of aerodynamic package. I'm not surprised at all to see him doing well today.
What's really impressive to me as well is you know, we've now been under green for 37 laps. And Jeff and Junior, you know, there's 30 cars still in the lead lap. So while we see this battle for the lead, stay 1 or 2 cars, the entire field seems to have like a little bit more consistent pace than I think we have seen all through the top 30.
Yeah, not only that, but, you know, you're seeing lapping this 53 car, but the next lap cars are a long way away. Like, they've been able to stay way ahead of these leaders.
Garrett Smithley in that 53 going a lap down as Kyle Busch clears him as well. Hardy.
Rick, the other thing to this mix with Chase Elliott and Kyle Larson up front is they've been playing offense against the rest of the field pretty much for an entire stage 2. But pretty quickly, they're going to start playing defense because Kyle Busch is coming. He's sitting in 3rd, so the game is going to change for the 5. You see,
You don't care about Kyle Busch? That's fine.
Austin Dillon dropping back to 6th, but I think the game is about to change for the 9 and the 5. Also, Steve, pit stops coming up very quickly for these leaders.
Yeah, right now the most important thing is you run long enough that you can make the rest of the race on 1 more pit stop. All the leaders can do that at this point. So then it's a question of where you are relative to traffic, right? As silly as that sounds, you pit when you've lost your drafting partner, or you're going to regain in the right location. Now we have William Byron in, Parker.
And he's the first takers of doing this right here, putting those right side tires on right now. And you see that adjustment right here. He's starting just to lose a little bit of speed late in the run.
But he's a good driver. Very true.
From Denny Hamlin, the team was looking at that and assessing it as he's going around the racetrack. He'll get your tires either way.
It's all about a strategy of...
I appreciate the amazing viewership today, guys. You guys are awesome.
Rejoin the traffic. Normally you want no traffic. Here at Michigan, you actually want traffic. The draft is important enough that you run faster with a little bit of toe down the straightaway.
And these two working together have not been able to pull away from that green interstate batteries Camry of Kyle Busch. He has closed the gap now. And so Kyle Busch within a half a second.
Kyle Busch about to take the lead.
And again, an opportunity to get into the playoffs, a win here, as we see Eric Almirola on pit road.
Yeah, one driver who's certainly happy he punched his ticket into the 2021 playoffs a few weeks ago at New Hampshire. It's been a struggle today for Eric Almirola. Car way too tight, struggling especially in turns 3 and 4.
You're a Logano fan? You know, as a Kyle Busch fan, you think I would hate Joey Logano? I don't hate Joey Logano. It's weird. Like, you think I would, but I don't. Same with Brad Keselowski. You think as a Kyle Busch fan that I would hate Brad? I don't. Now, I don't want them to win usually. I much prefer like some other driver to win, but I don't mind them.
One car you don't see in this lead anymore is Austin Dillon. He's gotten really slow at the end of this run. They've driven away from him. Make a note of that. They're going to have to make changes on that 3 car if he's going to get a long run if he wants to win his race.
He felt like the right front might be going away, and so he wanted to pit earlier maybe than the crew wanted to come down pit road, so maybe babying that right front of the 3 just a little bit.
There you have it. Teammates Hendrick running 1 and 2. The 9 and the 5. And then right behind him, Joe Gibbs Racing. The 18 and the 20. Kyle Busch with the 20.
This is a pretty good race. I mean, not a lot has really happened, but like, they're racing hard.
It is too tight, so they're going to make an air pressure change for Goodyear tires and a chassis adjustment along with a Sunoco fuel to get Bowman on his way.
Like a little bit of a cat and mouse. You see pit crew member doing a nice job, realizing there was a tire loose he had to go get. So cat and mouse. When are you coming? When am I coming? Kyle Busch is going to be looking for hands out the window on the 2 leaders. You know, while you don't want to tip them off, you're coming to pit road so they can adjust their strategy. You also don't want to be run over. So you got to put your hand out the window because the last thing you want is to go to the bottom right here. 55's coming to pit road here. Yep.
Larson's pitting. There's a lot of smoke on the front stretch. I don't know what that's about.
How aggressively does he get to pit road? You don't want to make a mistake. No speeding on pit road now. Party.
Kyle Larson, like a lot of the drivers, Rick, just saying, man, the fronts have gone away at the end of this run. So he's the first of those 2 Hendrick lead cars to come to pit road. We'll see how this cycles out with his teammate Chase Elliott. He said it was tight at the end of that run, getting tighter the longer they ran. Meanwhile, the battle for the lead continuing on the track with Larson on pit road.
Larson's crew going to work. 4 tires of fuel, and now the 9 is going to come to pit road. So here comes Chase Elliott. Race leader in Michigan, Kyle Busch.
Chase clocking up.
Do you like Larson? Yeah, I like Larson. I like Chase too. I think Larson's an idiot for saying the N-word on a live stream, but I like him. He's a good guy. You know, we all do stupid things.
And just like his teammate, he said, man, I felt like I was working that right front way too hard at the end of that run. The front's gone for him, so too tight also for Chase Elliott, who won stage 1, trying to get stage 2 here today as well. We'll see where he cycles out with his teammate Kyle Busch staying on the racetrack ready for another lap.
Yeah, Joe Gibbs Racing driver staying out.
So now really it's Chase Elliott in the 9 versus 5 of Kyle Larson. We're not going to worry about Kyle Busch yet because we know he has to pit. So here's Larson right here in 15th, but already serviced his vehicle. As he goes down into turn 1, we're going to be looking for the 9 around the corner. Remember, the 9 of Chase Elliott just in front of him before cycle. I know he looks like he's way ahead, but these things take a while to get up to speed. And here comes Larson, the second white car in the frame. Great work by the 9 of Chase Elliott. I believe he's going to keep that position.
I don't know why it was shit.
See if Larson, once he gets to the back bumper, will try.
Oh, your internet sucks right now. That sucks. Did you ever find out what happened outside?
But then he said, I can go another lap if you want me to. That gives the team a little bit more option on the other end of the fuel run. Look at this action.
Take a look. The 9 stays behind the 11 of Denny Hamlin. The 5 says, no, I'm going to go by. Larson trying to pass the 9. He's going to go by both of them.
All because of traffic. The 9 got stuck.
Kyle Busch is leading right now, but he still has to pit. So.
5 is the leaders of the cars who have pitted. That's important because all the other cars still have to pit. We'll have to see. It looks like Kyle Busch is running the bottom of the racetrack in front of these two. He should be peeling off, taking the turn left-hand side. He'll probably pop in your screen as these leaders go by.
Sure enough, the 18.
All right, Kyle's pitting.
Comes onto pit road now. He will give up the lead. Parker.
Right, as we saw those Hendrick teammates dealing with traffic.
So now Larson and Elliott are a lap down. I'd want to see Kyle Busch come out in front of them still, but I mean, I doubt that. Oh, Denny Hamlin just fucked up on pit road. Actually, Kyle might get out in front of the leaders.
On the top of your screen, you see the 18 leaving pit road. Big gap back to the 11. Well, we're going to wait. Here comes Larson and Elliott. This is really a tire decision.
Yeah, Kyle, I think, yeah, he's gonna hold the lead.
A strategy decision. I like 4 tires because I think these cars will stay out.
Would probably be bad idea for Kyle Larson to burn cross in infield after the race. JK is gonna win. What year? What's your favorite sport except racing? Well, racing isn't a sport. NASCAR's not a sport. But baseball. I'm just kidding. I'm totally fucking with you.
So, Steve, does Kyle Busch and the 18 team, will they come back in at the end of the stage? They only did 2 tires.
Yeah, I was shocked. I thought everybody would take 4, so you don't have to pit again. And I was actually a little concerned that the 18 and the 20 would be closer than this, but it looks like the 18, between his speed on pit road,
I'm glad it wasn't a murder.
Will keep the lead over the 20 of Christopher Bell. But yeah, a little surprised by 2 tires, Rick. I thought it would have been 4 tires here, Marty.
But baseball, I watch baseball all the time.
Jumped up to gain some stage points. Tyler Reddick, Randall Burnett with a call for fuel only. How about that one, Steve? They're sitting in 7th. They were outside the window to get stage points, which will be awarded in 5 laps. But Reddick, as we see the battle here between Hamlin, Larson, and Elliott, Reddick now in a position to get some stage points and much needed stage points as well.
Battles everywhere. It's Kyle Larson side drafts the 11 and tries to push him back, but Chase Elliott, nope. He's like, I'm not going to push you past my teammate. That got close on corner entry, though.
Chase is going to lose some grip here, though, as his teammate drives across the nose of the 9 car. He's going to lift off the gas. And
got 26 viewers in here right now. It's awesome.
Keep that position.
Y'all are amazing.
That's the fight for 3rd right now. Larson has it. Hamlin running in 4th. Chase Elliott is 5th. Up front, though, with under 4 to go, is Kyle Busch and Christopher Bell. 2 seconds separating the top 2. Pit strategy could have Kyle Busch grabbing a stage win here, and that's a playoff point.
It is a playoff point. It'll be interesting to see how it all cycles out. I believe the Hendrick cars are playing the long game. Kyle Busch playing the short game, trying to score these points, win this stage. And that's what I do enjoy about stage racing is the strategy of your priority. That playoff point, without a doubt in my mind, is what Kyle Busch is thinking they want on this 18 team.
When all this was going on, guys, he pushed the 42-car Ross Chastain to the garage. Not sure what the problem is, but he's off the track now in the garage.
on 2 to go. Top of the screen, Kyle Busch, race leader. 2 more times around, 4 miles till the end of stage 2. And again, pit strategy, just 2 left side tires for the 18 team of Kyle Busch. Put him back out onto the racetrack.
Internet is shit again. I may leave. What's up with your internet? You got 34 people in here right now. You guys are amazing.
How many tires I have or whether they should pit or not.
I'll let you decide on that. That's why you're America's favorite crew chief.
And listen, it's fascinating what these crew chiefs
I usually
do.
don't get this many viewers.
Understand clearly.
Usually when I stream the races, I get like
And that's what makes the strategy so
like peak viewership will be around like 12,
You see now the final lap in stage 2.
but then it'll usually like be around like 5 or 6. So 33, that's awesome.
So strategy move on pit road has Kyle Busch up front and comfortably in the lead for the win in stage 2.
Denny has to get on the gas there. Here comes the 9 car, Chase Elliott. He's going to have a
How my dad's watching the race right now.
to the inside into turn 3.
My dad's in Chicago and the hotel has the race on.
A stage point. And just in front of him is Kyle Larson, who he's fighting for the regular season championship with. Kyle Busch, though, will win stage 2 in Michigan. Christopher Bell holds on for second. Larson, Elliott, Hamlin, 3rd through 5th.
Oh shit! Austin Dillon! No! 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 No, 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 no!
Let's take a look and see.
My bad, yeah.
No!
On the inside of Brad Keselowski off of turn 4. Side
Damn.
drive into 2.
Oh man, that was a hard hit. Holy shit, he almost went upside down.
Had just finished 6th and looked like when he went to the apron, he thought once he got to the start finish line just comes.
Hello from the Netherlands? Damn, dude. What's up? We got people everywhere.
Side drafting going on here. Underneath
What the hell just happened? I'm not sure if you're watching the race, but Austin Dillon got fucked. He almost went upside down. That was one of the hardest crashes I've seen in a while.
Hooked him in the right rear, sitting straight into the wall.
Riding along with Brad's crew there on board. Now, take a look from Brad's perspective.
Well, he at least got the stage points. At the very least, he got the stage points. But he's done.
The 3-team and Austin Dillon almost upside down.
Reddick got stage points too, though. That's the thing.
Make this the summer you taught them what it means to serve. The summer of hauling happiness by the ton and bringing home hardware by the handful, where traditions were passed.
Richard Childress says I'm an old man, but I would go kick his ass. Talking about Brad Keselowski.
Was the truck that took you to it.
Do you think Loris Hasemans will drive Cup? Who the hell is that?
0% financing for 72 months. Plus, no
Kyle Busch seems like a guy that would lick his fingers into his finger broth into digging into M&M's bowl, then ask you why you're not eating. Oh yeah, I get that. I don't think he would do that. Oh, before.
They used to call me Sir Sauce.
Man, Austin Dillon had a... Damn!
Is the sauciest
guy they know. Well, when I used to date your auntie, she said I was saucy.
Sonic Crave Cheeseburger.
Xfinity driver? I've never heard of him.
This is the BMW Championship. It's the last chance to make a name as a FedEx Cup contender.
Top 30 get to
I'm gonna look into this guy.
to win it all.
The BMW Championship on NBC.
Peacock streaming the best in live sports. From the Ryder Cup to exclusive Premier League matches. This is where and every week of Sunday Night Football. Live takeoffs, send-offs, blast-offs, and NFL kickoff. Away we go. It's high flying, jaw-dropping, edge of your seat action. You can't not watch. Watch for free.
He's only ran 3 races in his career. What the fuck did Brad just do?
is more common.
I don't know. That was stupid. That was fucking stupid.
But there isn't a single activity you should stop because of power outages. At Jackery, we are here to make sure you can keep doing what you need to. Get the
You
job
stayed till
done.
almost stage 2. Is that enough because your internet's bad? You can leave whatever you want. This ain't prison.
And the E240 will power your mobile devices until power is restored. Jackery, prepare for the unprepared. NASCAR on NBCSN is brought to you by Credit One Bank, the official credit card of NASCAR. Visit GoCreditOne.com. Ram Trucks, the only truck brand to win Motor Trend Truck of the Year 3 years in a row. Ruoff Mortgage, official mortgage partner of
Well,
NASCAR. Welcome home, Ruoff Mortgage. And by
I wonder how that shakes up the standings now. Because I'd prefer Austin Dillon to make the playoffs over Tyler Reddick.
To stage 2.
I mean, I like Tyler Reddick too, but I just have a lot more love for Austin Dillon.
Taken back into the infield.
I mean, I met Austin Dillon, so.
And really big hit for Austin Dillon. Mark.
I remember Kyle Busch took just left side tires to get the lead of that stage and win it. So here you see just right sides for the 18 there. And then also you see 20, Christopher Bell on pit road. Remember, he took right side, so he took left side this time, Marty.
Tyler Reddick going to come down 4 fresh Goodyear tires for him. In front of him, Chase Elliott, left side tires only. He starts to go, then stalls the car for Chase Elliott. Shouldn't hurt him too bad, but he's going to lose a few spots to those who did pit here under this caution.
So, pit stops taking place. Larson out front at Michigan.
Yeah, I just saved a whole lot of money by switching to Geico.
Huh. We should take a closer look at Geico.
You know,
Brad
Geico
spun and
insures
Brad
more
went
than
down to the
cars,
line to
boats,
intercept.
motorcycles, even RVs.
Geico insures RVs? What's an RV?
The thing
That was
we've
a
been stuck
hard
on
crash.
for 5 years.
Wait, I'm not a real moose?
We've been over this, Jeff.
We're stickers.
I'm not a real moose. Give him some space.
Deep breaths, Jeff.
What's a sticker? Take a closer look at Geico. Great savings and a whole lot more.
I need to try it first.
These are the people who work on the front lines. They need a network that's built right. That's why we created Verizon Frontline, the advanced network and technology for first responders. Built on America's most reliable network. Built for real interoperability and built for 5G. It's America's #1 network in public safety. Verizon Frontline, built right for first responders.
Hold on.
It is B-A-N-A-N-A-S.
Can you do it slow?
B-A-N-A-N-A. Banana,
Okay.
bananas, S. Sonic banana pudding shake.
Okay, great. I think that's right.
It is.
We'll have to check a dictionary.
I won the spelling bee.
No pressure from behind. 5 seconds.
Trying to win his first championship.
Jimmy Johnson wins his 7th.
It's never been about racing anyone else.
Yeah, you're seeing right. Football is back. We're talking big matchups. Fans, huge kickoff game. We've got the Buccaneers. What is that? Not the Buccaneers I meant. Not that. There we go. The champs. The Tom Brady Bucks coming out against the Cowboys. And not a bunch of dusty guys on horses. What is this? Yeah, there we go. The Dallas Cowboys. Exactly. And the return of Dak Prescott. Cowboys Bucks. America's favorite game. Not the game I mean. NFL kickoff, September 9th on NBC and
You only got to see that on the in-car view, and it's still a hard hit. It looked like Brad was trying to kill him. I'm sure it wasn't intentional, but it was really stupid.
400 from Michigan International Speedway, and it was the 2 and the 3 fighting for position. The 2 was just outside of the 3 after they crossed the start-finish line. Listen to what he had to say on the radio after it happened.
Oh man, I didn't want to do that. Why'd he come?
It's all good, man. He knows.
I didn't want to wreck him. Just throwing him down. And I'm sorry about that.
So Brad Keselowski obviously apologizing, but take another look at what happened.
So the three's trying to race to the start-finish line here to end the stage. He's going to side draft. Looks like there might have been some contact right there, but Brad comes down the track to begin side drafting again. They cross the finish line right here. Stage is over. One's coming down the track and one's going up the track. They come together. Yeah, I think it's important to remember, I mean, when you're in the car, things happen really, really quickly, and I don't think Brad meant to wreck him, and I don't think Austin meant to move up into him. It's just like the timing of it got off. One was coming down a little bit, one was coming up a little bit, and it's rough down there on that apron. When you drive underneath that white line, it's really, really rough. You wonder if going through those didn't get the three up the racetrack a little bit as...
No doubt Brad wrecked Dylan. I don't think it was intentional, honestly.
Hey, this race is over. Like, why are you on my right rear quarter panel? Like, we were way... I was cleared you by far. Like, why were you still trying to draft me when I had you beat? Like, I don't understand why you're that close to me anyway. I think that's a reasonable argument for Austin to make.
Fortunate situation for the three team. Austin Dillon now out. Let's bring in Brad Doherty once again. Brad, you know, these guys inches apart and racing for every single point.
So Austin Dillon is now in a must-win situation at Daytona. I'm not sure if that's true. I'm really not sure if that's true. Because what if Reddick crashes out of this race and the next race, and then Austin Dillon finishes like top 10 and gets maximum stage points? Who knows?
Points in the last 5 races. We'll pick up more today. The good thing, if there is anything good, is we're going to Daytona next week, where Austin is really, really good. But I think we're going to show up there. He's going to have to win that race to have a chance.
Definitely have to win the race. He got good stage points today. I mean, that was the one thing that you can hang your hat on, but obviously when your teammate, you're running for a championship spot, a playoff spot, it's difficult to gain points when you're in the garage. The guy goes restart zone here.
It looked intentional. I don't think it was. I mean, I don't see what Brad has against Austin. You know, that's my thing. I don't get why he would do that, and that's the only reason I don't think it's intentional.
Brian Newman to the bottom of the racetrack around Joey Logano. Orange number 6.
Still side by side for the lead. Kurt Busch trying to work on the inside of Larson.
Kurt Busch had really good track position, got moved out of the way by Matt Benedetto early in the race. He's got a fast race car. Hanging in there tough. They're going to line up on him on the outside, though. All of these different players is because most that pitted under green stayed out, while guys that we expected to, you know, they worked the strategy to win that stage. That's Kyle Busch, Chase Elliott, Hamlin, Reddick. They're deeper in the field, so they pitted under the...
Kyle Busch is fast. You think he's going to win today? What position is Chase Elliott? Got the leaderboard right here. He's 19th right now.
In the second place, drives right up to the back bumper of our leader.
So Larson up front, William Byron.
He's fast as hell. Yeah, he is. I think he has the best car out there today.
In the 12, Matt Benedetto has been running up here in the top 5.
I mean, he drove from 33rd to the lead.
Matt Benedetto will be out of this ride and looking for a ride for 2022.
I'm not sure there'd be a bigger win today than if Matt Benedetto could make him, you know, punch his ticket into the playoffs because of his contract.
Got 41 people in here. You guys are awesome.
Blaney got really tight, had to lift off the gas. Here comes Truex trying to push him back in front of Benedetto. Blaney's going to take that spot. Still to the inside there. Now the 19 of Truex to the outside of Benedetto off of turn 4. Mac's got a fast car. He keeps working this inside. Now he's got to muscle his way up behind Truex to keep Newman from taking that spot. Jeff, you did a great job pointing out Ross Chastain's issue is some sort of fire in the right rear under a pit stop that caused him to go to the garage area, but also Anthony Alfredo in the 38 had an issue that caused him to go to the garage. He's out of the race as well. Marty.
Hey, Steve, what about a couple of drivers?
Yeah, it's fastest car right now, yeah. I mean, he is running some really fast lap times.
So tight he couldn't even turn it and get back to the gas. Much better on that that last run in Truex. They have that left rear damage fixed, and he's in good shape right now in the top 5. And how about Ryan Newman, sitting in the 7th position, having a terrific day at Michigan. Last week he told our Nate Ryan and Justin Long of NBCSports.com he has nothing for 2022 right
Chase Haley, number 9, thank you for the update. Thank you for broadcasting. Hey, thank you for watching. I enjoy doing these streams, and we're getting high viewership today, higher than usual, and I really appreciate it.
Two of them right there.
You guys are awesome.
Well, Austin Dillon now out of the infield care center. Dave is with him.
Yeah, Rick, he walked out under his own power, so that's a good sign. But the stage was over, Austin. What happened between you and Brad?
You know, I was just trying to get as many stage points as I could get right there, and did a good job side drafting. Came down to the apron, and I seen just one quick replay, but I mean, it was after the start-finish line, and I was starting to, you know, just come up off the apron because it's so rough down there. But I figured by that point, you know, he would have given me a little room, but.
It kind of does look intentional now that I watch the replay.
I'm thankful that
I don't, it looks intentional, but I genuinely don't think it was. I don't think he would intentionally do that.
They really wanted this one, and I did too, and was working our tails off right there. I think
Like, I see how it looks, but I don't know.
Best race car we brought to the track at RCR this year, I feel like, and just a bummer, but you know, we got Daytona left, and just hate it. You know, I don't know why it happened really. I thought I had a little room to come up, and he just held me down there a little bit too long, I guess.
How determined are you to win next week?
Yeah, very. You know, the guys have worked so hard. You saw the equipment I had today, and man, it was so fast. I was having a blast out there racing like that. It's fun to be able to do that, and just got to thank ECR, RCR, but that one's probably done, and we'll just bring another one next year to Daytona.
Glad you're okay. Austin Dillon out, guys, and obviously frustrated.
You know, hey, that's how I saw it. You know, like, it's so rough down there. He's trying to get back on the racetrack. Wasn't expecting Brad to.
You feel really bad for Austin Dillon. I hope his luck turns around. Same here. It's a damn shame.
Just got together. So disappointed, though. He could have won this race today. Got himself in the playoffs. Now he's got to go to Daytona and make it happen.
Yeah, we'll have to win. It will take a win for Austin Dillon to get in front of now his teammate who has that 16th spot, holding it with 41-point advantage over Austin Dillon. As we watch Larson trying to hold off William Byron, and Byron just about a half a car length behind. So Hendrick Motorsports has been very strong here at Michigan today. We've seen the 9 of Chase Elliott up here. We've seen, of course, Kyle Larson has been leading the most laps, well, recently 46, but Chase Elliott had led 68 already. And now we're seeing William Byron come into the mix as well.
When we saw the Cup cars visit Pocono back in the middle of the summer for doubleheader, you know, Kyle Larson had the flat tire, which cost him the win. But now his Bowman was right there behind him to pick up the win. The second day, Kyle Busch went to victory lane with a broken transmission in a few miles race, but it was Hendrick and Gibbs, it seemed like. Up front, I thought Hendrick had a little bit of an advantage, but now here we still see 2 Hendrick cars up front, but that's a Chevrolet of Kurt Busch. Ryan Blaney behind him, Truex. Now, I think some of that is Kyle Busch and Denny Hamlin in those 2-tire pit stops had to come to pit road a second time. So while they're not up front now, I wouldn't panic if you're an 11 or an 18 man. They just need to find some track position in these last 65 laps. Denny's been trying to get it. He's got a fast race car. Trying to work around the 21 Matt DiBenedetto right now. Been a great little race between these guys. Denny's going to go to the inside here, try to side draft up on this 21. See right in front of him another battle with Truex and Bowman.
Truex trying to dive below that 48. You're watching NASCAR Cup Series racing from Michigan. Telecast presented by Brest.
I'm pissing real quick.
When Subway opened, they changed the fast food game. Sometimes we got a refresh. Oh, man. Welcome to the Eat Fresh Refresh. Where there's so much new, some say it can't fit in one ad. I say, we're talking a new All-American Club, deli-style oven roasted turkey, and...
Oh, that's a new steak and cheese.
Oh, yeah, I knew that. That's the one with the new seasoning.
And that was the new MVP Parmesan vinaigrette.
Right, which makes the next level flip. Hold up, Subway's on? Wait, I'm out of time.
Get ready. It's
time for the savings event of the year, the Home and Auto Bundle Extravafesta Save-A-Thon.
And this Home and Auto Bundle Extravafesta Save-A-Thon, there's no telling what we might bundle.
Home and Auto Bundle Extravafesta Save-A-Thon. Bundle cars, trucks, colonials, bungalows, and that weird hut your uncle lives in. So strike up the Home and Auto Bundle Extravafesta Save-A-Thon band for the deal that started forever ago and will probably never end. Home and Auto Bundle Extravafesta Save-A-Thon. Say it with me.
Home and Auto Bundle.
No one's leaving till you say it right.
I'm William Matar. As you probably know, our phone number is 444-4444. But personally, I don't use four-letter words, except hurt and call. Hurt in a car, call William Matar.
Dear Winter Circle, you're my favorite destination. Getting to you is a thrill ride revved up with years of racing heritage. I was born to love the track and bred to lead the pack. See you next time around. Cheers, Toyota Performance. With Toyota's race-inspired lineup, it's no wonder we're in a winner's circle. Toyota, let's...
Brad should have let off. Yeah.
It makes me crazy.
I don't think he did it intentionally. I still hold that opinion that he didn't do it on purpose, but...
Only on motor vehicle crashes. Hurt in a car, call William
Safe to say, PR slip-up was the best thing that ever happened to Larson. Yep.
The NFL season kicks off Thursday, September 9th.
It really was.
NBC at Peacock, the Cowboys facing Tom Brady, the Buccaneers. Then the premiere of Sunday Night Football, Bears and Rams from SoFi Stadium.
Like, who would have been able to predict that? I'm pretty sure we all thought Kyle Larson's career was over last year, but no, it's better now. It's better.
I want to take a look at the Ruoff Mortgage Keys to Victory lane, guys.
Well, one more stop. Everyone needs to come to pit road one more time to make sure they have enough Sunoco fuel. The question is when.
My streaming links won't work today. Any tips? So, let me confirm this again. Hold up, I got you.
Hendrick Motorsports has controlled this race by teammates working together. Can they continue that?
If you just search up NASCAR on Twitch, there's a live stream. PKHDX is the username. It's like the first stream. It is on a pretty big delay, a significant delay, but it's the race, you know.
I want to be up front. Well, I think that he would love to be out front because that's where the clean air is.
I don't think he did it intentionally either. Austin said he was coming up the track. Yeah, I don't think. Like, I get why you would think he did it intentionally. I just don't think it did look intentional, but I don't think it was.
Historically to Hendrick Motorsports. In fact, their last win here, Jeff Gordon in 2014. I asked Cliff Daniels, crew chief for Kyle Larson, about that this morning. He kind of smiled and said, we've been shattering records all year long. You guys mentioned the dry spell at Pocono. They were able to get that done with Alex Bowman. And this car Kyle Larson has today has 2 races this year. 2 wins. Las Vegas and the All-Star race might get the 3rd one today, Parker.
Al Marty Jr. is talking about the 24 car William Byron, maybe abusing that car a little bit more, running in second. Well, he's been asking the 5 car to run different lanes, as right now they're going around that lap car, Nancy Alfredo on the bottom. Normally, the 5 car you've been seeing go to the bottom. That is because William Byron came across radio and asked the team, you asked Kyle Larson to run a lane lower so he could have that clean air on the front as they try to break away from the field. They've been pretty lap times within a couple hundreds of each other, lap after lap. We saw the 5 and the 9 do this earlier. Now the 5 and the 24, trying to use that teamwork and craft to drive.
Everything you said went right over your head. Your head went right over your head. She keep trying to text me, leave her messages on red. On red. Leave him on red. Fuck it off and leave him with your best friend is dead. Instead, your best friend is dead. I just made $3 million and fell in her bed. Thanks, bud. Just want to see the end of this point. No problem.
Under 56 laps to go from Michigan. Steve, what again is the fuel window as far as how many laps could we go?
Just over 50, I assume. You know, I once again, the tires don't lose grip, so I don't think you want to pit right at your window in case we see a bunch of overtimes like we saw yesterday. You know, you will lose a lap. The leaders might not, but everyone else is going to lose a lap hitting under green here, so you're going to run this farther into your run than you perhaps might think.
Bottom of the racetrack, we're seeing teammates here trying to work together. But the bottom of the racetrack, or bottom of the screen, has 19 of Mark Truex Jr. just in front of Denny Hamlin. Once again, Auto Owners Insurance, the hood of the 19, and they did a great thing. 2,000 plus associates, friends, and family members. They have their names on the hood on that car. Auto Owners Insurance helping out for ovarian cancer as well as childhood cancer for awareness. Definitely a part of Catwalk for a Cause, which is coming up here very shortly for Mark Truex Jr.'s foundation, as those two continue to hold on to their spots back in 5th and 6th. Larson and Byron 1st and 2nd. Marty.
Rick, we've seen Chase Elliott up front for much of the day, but he is mired back in 14th right now.
Yeah, what's up with Chase? I don't know what.
On the racetrack, see, they pitted for left side tires on lap 123. Took those left side tires on, restarted 19th, but they have gone nowhere. Even though he has the fastest car on the track, shows you how tough it is to make passes out here.
Yeah, he took 4 tires on the green before the end of the stage, so not exactly sure why they needed to come back in for less size, but that lack of track position is definitely hurting the 9.
I'm still mad about Indy Road Course. De Benedetto pushed Chase Briscoe off the track. Whatever. Yeah, and then Chase ran Denny off the track, so it was all good. That was a fun race. Trust me, that race was fucking awesome. There's nothing I was upset about. Besides the fact that Kyle Busch crashed.
That pit stop window. We'll take a quick break. The NASCAR Nonstop be back for it.
At Toyota's national sales event, we don't just help you get the perfect vehicle. We're here to open new doors that lead to your road.
It would have been nice to see Chase Briscoe get his first win, though.
Your journey starts at Toyota's national sales event.
Toyota, let's go places.
We get out, fired up, hook big ones. We get out and rip it. And we track them down. So crack a Mountain Dew and get out and do.
Welcome to the J500, folks. We have a strong lineup today. Starting at row number 1 with the Wings.
A real contender coming in with a lot of heat, Bob.
Next is Sushi, who's been on a bit of a roll of late. And finally, we have Cheeseburger.
A rare choice for Jenny.
All right, let's see what Jenny is going to order. Wow, tacos with the upset.
No matter what you're craving, order from DoorDash and get it delivered right to your door.
DoorDash, get more to your door.
September 24th to 26th.
MFG Little?
And Peacock.
What happened? Kyle Larson has this? Yeah, I think so.
Here's Ryan Blaney, and just in front of Denny Hamlin. They're running 4th and 5th between those two drivers. Want to take a look at today's Xfinity fastest lap. Denny Hamlin has most of the fastest average there, 185.941 miles per hour. Again, that's the average, and that was on lap 133, Steve.
Yeah, which was just about 20 laps ago. When you look at everybody that had to come to pit road, Denny Hamlin has absolutely made the most of it. He's plus 11 since the restart, currently in the 5th position. And with pit stops probably 8 or 10 laps away, this 11 has driven himself right back into this race. He's found some great pace running that hotline.
Yeah.
He moves around the 12 car. See how he's up in that resin? The car likes it. Hey, what you got on that?
Well, Junior, there's nothing like a great motivator, and Denny Hamlin is very competitive. We saw it at the end of the race last week in Indy when he got spun out late. One of his good friends in life, Kyle Larson. Kyle Larson's been resetting the bar this year, driving the 5-car for Hendrick. And Denny is being competitive against that. Talking to Chris Gabehart, Denny's crew chief today, he said the Rabbit being Larson has really been interesting and good for Denny. It's made Denny work harder. They're still great friends. Larson took his plane to Knoxville back and forth, and they share a lot of time together. But the Rabbit being Larson this year.
I wonder how much Larson has won in purses in the last 2 weeks. I think the last 3 months would be a better question, but yeah. Or just this season.
He's sitting in the 26th position right now. But when you take the entire
They don't disclose that anymore, though.
Got announced earlier this week that he will be at Junior Motorsports full-time in the Xfinity Series in 2022. Then ran a truck race in St. Louis on Friday night. Then filled in for Michael Annette Saturday here in Michigan. Flew back, almost won the race yesterday here. By the way, terrific run for him, a nice top 5 finish. And today filling in for Corey LaJoie. And there you see the tweet from Corey. Good luck to the Spire Motorsports team and Josh Berry. I know you got a lot of pride in this young man. A lot of talent there.
Close to 600K. I'd say definitely more.
I know you're also very proud of Josh Berry, Dale Jr.
Yeah, Josh doing some great work this year. Great substitute. 24 car. He's on pit road, Parker.
Right, and first of our leaders that come down pit road is the 24 William Byron. He was just starting to get too tight, so maybe running behind his teammate there as long as he did. Just started to overwork those front tires a little bit, even though they were working together.
Hey, shut up!
He just really abused that right front. 4 Goodyear tires. He's away.
Now the question is, when does his teammate of Kyle Larson feel he has to come to pit road? He's low on the racetrack. That has been a signal earlier that he was coming to pit road. No, just a little head fake front on the bottom down there. You see Denny Hamlin right behind him. So they're both going to lap William Byron, which is what you expect. A 4-tire pit stop here, you do get lapped. That's the concern of coming early.
Well, that's the only problem I have with trying to stay behind a teammate and help them and do all those things. He worked the car a little bit harder.
In the last 2 weeks. Yeah, I'd still probably say more. I mean, I know his Indy finish wasn't the best, but... And then he won Watkins Glen. They just don't disclose what they make anymore.
Do what they need to do to try to win the race. If this thing goes green, it's going to be really important for William Byron to be able to roll back up to the field and make good lap time. Well, Kyle Larson's out here. He's in clean air. He's just not going to be up, held up by anything except for that traffic. Will's going to be back there in traffic. Will that hurt his lap time?
Well, that's a great point, but we've talked a lot about where you blend, and the 24 does blend into traffic, but he found himself a really nice little gap. Some drafted up in front to Joey Logano, as now we see another Hendrick car on the 48, Alex Bowman on pit road.
And it's been a nice run for him today, Steve. After some damage to the car early on, he's maintained track position, and so with 4 tires
sparking
here
up
to the end of the race, could it be a nice boost for Bowman, who's won 3 times this year, is in the playoffs and wants to see a little momentum coming his way.
Nice stop by the 48, and there's the draft I was talking about. Now, he was about 20 car lengths behind Logano. He's towed up to Logano. Now, Jeff, to exactly what you said, can he get by these two? Right? Because he's obviously faster than them. He needs to try to find his way by them and by them. Oh, too wide is not going to help this 24. This is going to hurt this lap right here. Unless he can squeeze his way in, and he knows he has to push.
And he was trying to squeeze his way in as, again, for the lead, here comes Denny Hamlin. Closing in on Larson.
Larson's moving to the inside, letting Denny know he's probably coming to pit road here.
Larson's out of fuel, guys. He's out of fuel.
Larson's out of gas. What?
This time.
Can he get it refired to get pit road speed? RPM's working.
And he's got to go the full length of pit road.
This might not... That is bad. Because he's slower on pit road now.
We're going to see how much time this does cost Kyle Larson, and the moment he said I'm out of fuel, right before that, Cliff Daniels said, come down pit road, so it's going to be 4 tires here, and he's telling him which switch to be on, Steve, telling him to keep it on blue too. Now they got to get it fired back up. I don't hear fire in the 5 car yet.
Gonna get some Larson merch? Probably not. I mean, I like Larson, but not enough to buy merch. I might buy some die casts, but...
fuel pickups, one or two, but this is the important part. William Byron was right behind Kyle Larson at the start of the cycle. He came first, he went out in traffic, he got by Logano, he got by Truex. Will that outlap matter? You see Kyle Larson, he lost a little pace because of running out of fuel. Will the momentum of the 24 get by Kyle Larson? This can be for the race lead after everyone pits.
They're 23rd and 24th right now.
We also have the one of Kurt Busch on pit road. Look like a pretty good stop as well. We'll pick him up as these two right here enter the front stretch. We're going to find the one.
Anybody but Toyota? You just hate the whole manufacturer. This dude just hates the whole manufacturer. Who else thinks Chase Briscoe is full of shit with his ex-kebab? Ex-Q Deb? Go Kyle Busch. Oh, with his excuse. I just don't think it matters. That's my whole perception of it. My whole perspective. I just don't think it matters.
Great work by William Byron. Jeff, you talked about the importance of getting through traffic. That pass on
I think he definitely did it on purpose, but I just don't think it matters. It's like, who cares?
That could be the race win right now. Of course, all this cycles back, and he becomes the leader. Now he's like,
Kyle may still get there. He's in 4th right now. He still has to pit, though. That's the thing.
We'll see if Larson does that with a win on the line.
William Byron up front. In front of Larson, his teammate. Kurt Busch has slid back into 23rd.
Bring back Dodge.
We go NASCAR nonstop.
I'm all for another manufacturer coming into NASCAR. I just, like, if I could pick any manufacturer, it would be Nissan. If Nissan came to NASCAR, I think that'd be awesome. I wonder what those cars would look like, too.
Okay, chill. Mine's faster than Harvick.
Okay, that's fast.
My internet's so fast, it keeps up.
Yeah, that's because you all have the same internet. Xfinity X5. So powerful, it keeps one-upping itself.
Can the internet do that?
I know a thing or two about cars, and sometimes buying them can make you tighten the chest. But with Carvana, I can finally breathe easy. Buying my car 100% online without any tense negotiation. Smells like the internet. Shop now at Carvana.com.
Subway has so much to do.
Sure, why not Nissan?
I'll take it from here. Sorry, Steph. Spokesperson refresh.
Wait, what?
Subway just upped their bread game with the help of some world-class bakers.
Imagine if Kyle Busch does do the Skittles dips. What's that? Skittles dips?
That means freshly baked, new artisan Italian, and hearty multigrain. That would go good with. Seriously? I didn't even get to finish. See a nice commercial.
With Advanced Same Day, you get the parts you need fast. Get free delivery today. Or pick up your parts curbside or in store in just 30 minutes. You get the part you need when you need it, where you need it. So you can hit the road and be exactly where you need to be when you need to be there. Get your parts and get going.
Paint scheme?
Advanced Same Day.
I want to see what that is, what that looks like.
I'm personalized, just like how Carvana lets you personalize your finance. You can customize your
Has he driven that one before?
in a matter of minutes for some truly dazzling results. Financing is never.
Oh, is that the white and Skittles one? Oh yeah, this car. That's sexy. Yeah, he used that car before. I don't remember when, but I just remember that he did.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Rick. This was important because Denny Hamlin ran long, took 4 tires. He's going to have the freshest tires. He's going to try to squeeze up. Larson says, no. I'm going to have to dispose of you as quickly as we can. So on the left,
Go Bubba. I'd love to see that.
Now Chase Elliott gets front of Kazan.
Bubba's in 7th right now.
Those group of cars have yet to come to pit road all the way down to the 10th place car of William Byron. He's the first one that we know can make it to the end on fuel. So therefore, 34
The top 9 have to pit still.
as the leader of the race. Even with a yellow, those other cars are going to pit. William Byron, he is.
It got canceled because of COVID in 2020.
I don't believe.
Oh,
the yellow may be.
that paint scheme.
William Byron has positioned himself for a potential win here at Michigan.
It's really the opportunity now is can Kyle Busch, Brad Keselowski, Chase Elliott, can they do?
So Byron, I think Byron will cycle out the leader. But
here and have to know their
Larson,
track
it's also still Larson at Michigan in second, or 12th right now, but it would be second.
Somehow cycle in front of William Byron's going to be very difficult, though they were just so far behind on track position.
I think there is a little weather in the area. Nothing terrible, but there's a little bit. You wonder if you're not gambling over for some weather as well.
Yeah, at this point, you just keep swinging, right? Try to make any sort of contact. Well, now we'll know, because both Kyle Busch, the 18, and the 9 are on pit road. Kyle Busch won. That eliminates the 18.
Oh, no!
And he went through, Steve, and remember this team had used 2 tires.
What the fuck?
To win. Maybe had the ability to pull something here strategy-wise, but now definitely 4 tires. He slipped through the box, buddy.
Yeah, you had to wonder if Alan Gustafson might take a swing at 2 tires here, but he makes the call for 4 fresh figure tires for Chase Elliott, who has struggled to kind of
That's
gain
stupid.
track position back after making that stop in lap 123. We'll see all these guys cycle out, but Elliott had a terrific car.
Larson will pull it off, I think so.
Guys, I can't remember the last time we've seen the 18 of Kyle Busch make a mistake on a pit cycle. He's one of the best on and off.
Not even Hendrick Power, it's just Larson at Michigan, you know? Larson at Michigan and then Hendrick Power. It's an unbeatable combination.
It also hurt. He's so close to the wall. It hurt Jackman a little bit as well. He couldn't just put one big pump into it. He had to do it 2 or 3 times. That slowed that left side down just a touch on.
Trying to get back up to speed is the 18. And we continue to cycle through. Now, William Byron is up to 7th. That means the 6 in front of him have yet to.
What happened to Kyle Busch? Nothing really. It's just when he came to pit, he went too far and had to back up, so that just cost him a few seconds on pit road. He's in, where is he now? 22nd.
So you got to expect him for the next 3 or 4 laps. It's kind of like a little bit of a Hail Mary as we see on the left side. Haley's now on pit road. You know, they're just hoping for the perfect time yellow.
Caution would be really nice.
13 cars in the lead lap. If they get that perfect yellow, they're looking for top 15 finish of the day. The lead, though, well, it's not the lead, but it will be when it cycles. It's very tight between Larson and Byron.
Yeah, those two separated by 0.2 of a second right now. So really throw a blanket over these two.
Yeah, Larson's closed in on the 24. Denny Hamlin's done that as well in here. You see Kurt Busch as well. So the 4-car battle that we've had most part of this run between these guys is still formed out. Now, at this particular point in the race, guys, the 5 can't be too good of a teammate. He's got to be the message to the 11. But are they going to continue to work together? 29 laps to go. Well, can you use that 11 car behind you to help you, right? Get the run at the right time. Let that 11 car push you, then make the move to try to get by William Byron. Although you want to play defense to the 11, you also can use him for offense.
I think that's going to create opportunities for the 5 car to make some big passes and big runs here. Let's listen in.
No, William, I'm not going to try and pass them. Do you want to have it through the top or through the bottom? I'll run the top.
Kyle Busch is a lap down right now.
There you hear it. He's not going to try to
In
pass
20th.
They know that if he
That's bad.
is presented with a really big run, he's got to make a decision.
Denny's in 6th.
Competition right there on their back door.
We got 62 people in here right now. You guys are awesome.
Now that if he tried to pull out and got side by side with Byron, it would basically open it up for the 11 and just go by them both. Yeah, I think it has to be a particular type of run that he knows is going to absolutely give him the lead. So if he gets a push off of the nose,
But he's probably going to be in 3rd after Bell and Brad Pitt. So
I wouldn't blame him for doing it, and I don't think anybody in the organization would either.
But you just said I'm not going to. I mean, that's the problem with sending that message. Like, I wouldn't say I'm not.
let's go, Denny Nation. You guys are Denny Hamlin fans? That's cool. I like Denny.
Now, how do you handle that? You going to make the move when you said you weren't going to, Parker?
The fact that a lot of people don't like Denny makes it much more fun to like Denny. Shout out, please. What's up, Jennifer? He's got a chance. Yeah, he does. But you also got to remember, like I've been saying all day, Larson at Michigan. Denny for the win, hopefully, yeah. But like I've been saying all day, Larson at Michigan, you know, with Hendrick. Larson had 3 wins in a row with Chip Ganassi Racing in Michigan. So now Hendrick, how he's been doing this year with Hendrick at Michigan.
Semi-speedway race, right? They're all trying to be patient, biding their time, because they know if you make a move, you commit to the bottom, and it doesn't work.
Keselowski needs punched. I don't know. I don't think he did it on purpose. I don't. Other people do, and I get why. It does look intentional, but I just don't think it was. Like I don't see why Brad would do that. You know. I mean, I'm not even a Brad fan. I'm just saying.
Just ran behind William Byron, just as you said, just moved him away. Look at that. And it's at some point, that's going to have to go away, right? At some point, we're going to have to make that pass.
Yeah, you wonder also back there, the one of Kurt Busch. He's right in the mix as well. We go NASCAR outside.
You know what I mean? The thing is, people like Geico because it's just easy. Bundling, for example. You've got car insurance here and home insurance here. Why not review all together? Save even more. Some things are better together, aren't they? Like tea and crumpets. I mean, you all bundle just anything. Like, say, a porcupine in a balloon factory. Now, that'd be a mess. I mean, for starters, porcupines are famously no good in a team setting.
Geico. Save even more when you bundle home and car insurance.
Get up, get moving, and gradually reduce grays the easiest way. Just step into the shower with Control GX, the first and only shampoo that blends away a little gray with every wash for a subtle, natural look. Control GX from Just for Men.
These are the people who work on the front.
I was riding in cars on purpose. No, it does look like it was on purpose. That's what I'm saying. Because it definitely looks on purpose. I just don't see why he would do it, so I don't think it was. It wasn't on purpose. Dylan came up on Brad. He admitted that. Did he admit that? I wasn't really paying attention during his interview, but.
Verizon Frontline, built right for first responders.
But I mean, it did look like that, kind of. Where are you from? I'm from Syracuse, New York. How about you? My bet's on Larson to win, but I would really like Hamlin. I'd like Byron to win.
With the wings. A real contender coming in with a lot of heat, Bob.
Next is Sushi, who's been on a bit of a roll of late. And finally, we have Cheeseburger.
A rare choice for Jenny.
All right, let's see what Jenny is going to order. Wow, tacos with the upset.
No matter what you're craving, order from DoorDash and get it delivered right to your door.
DoorDash.
I hope those Ford Goodyear tires help Kyle Busch win. Well, Kyle Busch is in 15th right now, and I think he's a lap down.
The intensity starting to build, and now the crew chief's spotters are saying precipitation.
It's raining?
Feeling precipitation all the way around the racetrack.
I mean, I knew it was kind of in the area, but like.
Your teammates anymore, or do you go?
There's some light rain.
I think that's going to be. Yep, there's the caution.
That's the caution. Wow. Well, you think back to New Hampshire.
You're right. Maybe NASCAR being more conservative here. Which I have to say, after New Hampshire, you have to hedge on the conservative side.
Well, especially at this.
It's raining now. It doesn't matter, just racing. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter. It is just. That's the same thing with the whole Briscoe situation. It's just fucking racing.
You
Like,
can see it on the roof camera.
there's no reason for people to get all pissed about it. I mean, unless if he like
This area here
really did do it on purpose, or it's like your favorite driver. I get that.
Just so close. Those wings are 8 miles.
I don't think this is the end of the race.
That is right here at the track now, but looks like it should pass through. We mentioned New Hampshire a couple times, and we'll remind you of what
Well, hey, we're gonna get a restart, so this is gonna be awesome. Because I don't think the race is over, so we're gonna get a restart.
Junior first on the scene. You see the drops on the window. The track is wet. Up they go. Hamlin spins around. A bunch of issues. I mean, Kyle Busch's day ended. Frustration here. And a lot of conversations. Steve O'Donnell actually came and joined us in the booth that day, and he said, hey, we got to have to see how we do this, how we communicate. They're going to review it. And now here we are in Michigan, and I don't know if it's ran too hard. Heck, we're inside up here, but, you know, you definitely can't cross the line at 190
Dang it,
miles
right?
an hour.
Yeah.
So I'm totally okay with them just
Kyle Larson will own the restart. Yeah, I mean, let's be honest.
We're going to assume that this thing's probably going to get back to green flag, but
I think you're going back racing. I don't think this is it. I hope it's not.
who's in ninth place.
But I also know NASCAR. They'll probably just be like,
For
no.
a lot of guys to really pull some interesting strategy on tires, not maybe even pit at all. With 20 laps to go, what do you expect these guys to do? I expect the top 6.
I think they will be. I mean, I've been known to be wrong, though.
I think only the back half of the field will come. There are 27 cars on the lead lap, so if you
Come on, Kyle. Hell
the
yeah.
road and no one follows, you can give up 10, 15 spots. And on top of that, Rick, there's 27 cars in the lead lap, so if you hit somebody on the restart, even if you don't wreck and you have a tire rub and have to pit, you can give up 20 or 25 points. And there's a lot of battling going on currently in the regular season standings, or playoff points, and it's complicated. And I can tell you this: every driver out there wants every point available. No one wants to kind of fumble here inside the last 20 laps.
Take a look, riding along in that bush lane.
I mean, though I guess if it does rain, I won't mind too much. I'd like to see William Byron win.
We'll join the back man, Pete Pistone, on NBC Sports on Sirius XM. Radio. That's Wednesday, 9 a.m. Eastern. The last 2 weeks we've had the Bagman join us at the road courses.
But I have a feeling the race,
Bagman will be there.
end of the race will be crazy.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. gets to join them to talk about not only this race here in Michigan, but what's in store. The final race of the regular season is Daytona next Saturday night. That will determine the 16 positions that will fight through the playoffs for the championship.
Knots every time you say that.
We need our third win. Hell yeah, bro. I was at Pocono when he won. Dude, I was so fucking happy. There's a video of it on my channel.
NBCSN for the Xfinity Series at 7:30 under the lights there at
I don't know how to feel if no restart. Are they?
It's the final race.
And they call the race. Cool, Byron gets another win. But if they have restart, there's a chance for Hamlin, but also for Larson. I mean, I like the top 3, so I wouldn't really mind. I like the top, besides up to Truex. Fuck Harvick too, but I wouldn't mind if really any of them won. I just want to see an exciting finish.
So again, this caution coming out for precipitation on the track. It's not hard enough that they're bringing them onto pit road. You see here, in turns 1 and 2, the sun is still shining on the racetrack. It's down in turns 3 and 4 where we have the cloud cover.
And I like the move here of not opening pit road, because they're yet to force the drivers to make a decision whether they have to come or not come until they're going to see if this rain moves out. They're checking the track. I think once they think the track is...
Yeah, that was crazy for Kyle Busch. I'm going to fly like an eagle.
And then the decision goes from,
fly like an eagle. That was so funny when he sang that on the radio.
NASCAR's letting us know that the pit road will be open this time.
All right. So yeah, we're gonna have a restart. They're opening pit road.
20, a little under 20, high teens on the tires.
Hey, I like that. If it's raining, throw a caution. Even if it's not raining like that hard to where they need to, just throw a caution anyway. You can have an exciting restart.
I think you have to stay out. We saw Allgaier pit for tires yesterday at the end of the Xfinity.
Don't do your dumb shit like it's fucking pouring, so everyone wrecks into turn 1 in New Hampshire. Piss me off.
Track position for various reasons and having a hard time working their way back through the field.
So they're hoping something hits in front of them, I think.
At least it didn't get flagged.
Plus, this is a long caution.
Oh, red flag, I'm assuming.
Tires just keep cooling down.
Yeah, I don't mind Larson too much.
These guys up front, they're staying way out to the right. Who's going to make the decision first?
Well, Brad Keselowski's not scared.
Brad's pitting.
He's going to bring quite a few guys, but probably as many as he likes.
Larson's pitting.
Down pit road.
Wait, no, that's not Larson, sorry.
Right, guys, we see some of these takers at the back just trying to put some tires on, maybe add some grip for a
That was
late run here.
Buescher.
You see Brad Keselowski doing just that. Been struggling a little bit with the tight condition on the 2 car right here, but now with 4 Goodyear tires, hoping maybe that gives a little advantage here these closing laps.
So Brad led a group of cars on the pit road, but a lot stayed out. We'll take a quick break, be back with the restart.
Now we all know Progressive offers 24/7 protection, but
I know, so funny that it's still in my head to this day. I'm gonna fly like an eagle. Who's pitting? Brad pitted, Buescher pitted. I don't fucking know.
What are you all doing in my daydream?
It's better than that presentation.
Not bad.
Alright, this fucking ant on my wall needs to go.
It's still fun, you know?
There's an ant on my wall right now, and it's...
You might not feel ready for the moment.
That's not good. Oh, he just fell like a dumbass. He was just walking on the wall, then he fell off and just, like,
You can
fell.
take care of erectile
Kinda funny.
dysfunction discreetly. So that you're ready. Roman ready.
With advanced savings,
Oh, there he
you
is.
get the parts
Die,
you need
bitch. I
fast.
just killed him.
Get free delivery today. Or pick up your parts curbside or in store in just 30 minutes. Get your parts and get going with advanced same day.
Ant got a buzz. Hell yeah, bro.
Season 2.
That's exactly what happened.
Original Lost Speedways, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Matthew Dillner. They go out in search of these racetracks that really have kind of fallen off the map, but their stories haven't.
How many laps left?
Stories of so many
16.
that raced at these lost speedways.
So we're probably going to go back in with like 14 to go.
Great show. Season 1 and Season 2 now streaming on Peacock Jr. You know, so much fun watching and seeing and living and learning the history of these racetracks that are no longer functioning, but boy, they still have a ton of memories.
Yeah, they're everywhere. If you look at the map of the United States, just here in the state of Michigan, there's a lot of defunct and abandoned racetracks where there's still evidence of the racetracks on the ground, the imprint of the banking or the old guardrail, whatever. So fun to go to those places, look at what's there, and then talk to the community and find out what that track meant to those people when it was vibrant and successful. And we uncover some amazing story and a lot of history. So we had a great season 1, very popular. We learned a lot. Season 2 is better, all the way across the board.
Yeah, love both Season 1 and Season 2. Parker.
Let's catch up with Rudy Fugel, who's the crew chief for William Byron. Rudy, we've seen you guys get to the lead and then work great with your teammates, but we're coming down to what could potentially be the final restart. What can you tell William about working with Kyle Larson there?
Yeah, no, I think we're worked together all the way to on the last lap, you know, and then if we got enough gap, then we fight amongst ourselves. So that's the goal. So keep working together as long as we can. The Exalta Camaro's been really good, so hopefully we can get a victory here.
We'll see, Marty. They keep working together to that final lap.
Let's chat with Cliff Daniels.
Who's been the strongest all day? I'd say Larson. But, well, yeah, Chase was strong early, but, like, he kind of fell back.
Yeah, sorry, it was really hard to hear what you're saying, but I think we've had a pretty fast...
Kyle's been really fast all day, but he's just not been able to, like, have the track position.
With the teammates here, when is it every man for himself at what point?
Yeah, I mean, I think, you got to have the strength in numbers, right, to give yourself the best shot. And right now we have the numbers working with the 24, of course. I think the 48's, up there close to us. So, use the strength in numbers now while we've got them. Then I would imagine within a few laps to go, it'll be gloves off.
Hey, Burton, it feels like we're at a super speedway race, doesn't it, with all that's going on here today? But the top 3 chose the outside line.
All right,
this could be a fun restart.
get ready to go back green. I knew it wasn't going to be a delay. I thought they might have stopped it, but I thought they would have restarted it anyway.
14 laps. NASCAR Cup Series racing. Michigan, the telecast presented by Brent Street. And we have seen the one of
Curtis is restarting on the front row.
Hold on to that bottom line in battle. Take a look, though. Hendrick
Yo, Jaden, you still here?
last win back in 2014. They were
RJ, you still here?
who not only has not stopped racing.
Have they put cement back on Bristol? I'm pretty sure. I think I saw a photo.
In the 24 on the outside. Bush in the one on the inside. The crowd ready for this green flag. 14 laps to go.
Bumper to bumper to bumper to bumper on that outside line. A big train off into turn 1. Denny Hamlin to the middle.
Yeah, come on, Curtis.
To the middle of Kyle Larson. Trying to separate those Hendrick cars. They're going to be 3 wide into turn 3.
trying to stay in second. Here
Yeah,
comes
Byron.
Lando. Into 3, he dives down low.
Damn, they're gonna crash somehow. Oh, there goes Reddick. Oh, he saves it. Oh, but Logano doesn't save it. And they're crashing. And they're crashing. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
I wasn't sure who was going to spin out there, but somebody was going to act too many cars just pushing each other.
See, I'm so glad they restarted the race. Newman's fucked. Logano just doesn't do it.
22, the right front tire, something in the suspension broken.
Yeah, Logano's just like not having a good time over here.
To the bottom of the back straightaway. The 8 car back here behind the 22. A great run. Going to stay committed to that run, but he gets loose down here with this slow entry.
Yeah, I thought Reddick was like gonna be fucked.
Now Truex into the back of the 22. Spins him around. Right in front. The 20 goes around. Josh Berry involved. It's just a matter of time, man. There's so much chaos on that restart all the way from off of turn 2.
34 of Michael McDowell gets behind the 20 coming up here.
Yes, there's the 34.
Logano's whole season has sucked. Didn't he get a win?
Man, Chase Elliott just snuck through it.
Where did he win again? I don't even remember. I just don't retain memories anymore. No, I do, but what race did Logano win?
Make their way onto pit road to avoid.
Yeah, that all started Reddick on the bottom before wide and just couldn't hold the bottom. Went sideways in front of everybody, then they just all started running into each
Oh
other.
yeah, the dirt race.
Just aggressive moves late in the race. McDowell sneaking through. He was in the back of the 20. McDowell's had a good day today.
Yeah, there was just a caution for rain. It was lightly raining. There was just a caution. It wasn't anything.
Trying everything he could do to get up front.
They just threw the caution because they're weary since after Bristol or after New Hampshire. They're fucking mess up.
Car on the very bottom of the racetrack. That guy right there pitted a little bit ago, put 4 tires on. He came out of that wreck. He's about in 8th place.
Yeah, they're back green. It doesn't matter.
Keselowski now sitting there with much newer tires.
My brother likes Kyle. I like Kyle.
He tweeted this morning about his,
You talking Larson or Busch?
College championship, Daytona 500, a win at Michigan. His Michigan
I like both,
driver.
but I like Kyle Busch. He's my favorite.
With everything he's done, I'm shocked he hasn't won here, and it would mean so much. With everything that's been going on, the news he's leaving Team Penske, everything that's happening next year, I think, he's been with Roger Penske for...
Why are we under caution right now? There was just a wreck.
See the cars that were involved.
You missed it. Logano crashed and Newman crashed.
Joey Logano, Michael McDowell. You mentioned
a few others.
Driver. No Michigan-born driver has ever won here at Michigan. I think that's a surprise.
Yeah, 60 people are watching right now. They're awesome. They're all being a bunch of badasses. Watching my stream. Gotta love it.
They worked together in the past, but
Had a total of 2,600 viewers today. That's the most I've ever had in one stream. This isn't the most, total live viewers at one time. I once had 175 people in at one time. But
late race restart.
you guys are awesome.
Late race restarts.
Absolutely. We have the 22 on pit road. Looks like
I usually get a max of 12 viewers in a
they can repair
stream.
that on pit road if they have enough time. It all comes down to this damaged vehicle policy of 6 minutes to repair your car. The 7 of Josh Berry, about 20 pit stalls ahead.
Oh yeah, Josh Berry was involved.
Today, he just kind of got stacked up in there. That's going to be able to continue. Look like some damage to the back right there, that right rear quarter panel, which is now a parachute. Hey.
We get Josh Berry filling in for Corey LaJoy today in the 7. Want to listen in to Chase Elliott's radio.
I don't know how you made it through there. I could see you coming. I just don't know where to tell you where to go. Yeah, I saw it come too.
Almost 20 likes, yeah. Hit the like button, y'all.
Yeah, we all saw it coming. Burton, you saw
Is anyone pitting in the top 10? I'm not sure.
See where he's at.
We'll have to see. I don't think pit road's open yet. Bowman almost got fucked.
He was hoping that Truex would offer the same.
Actually, he might have a tire
There's
rep.
a 9 code into the frame. Just to the high side.
Oh yeah, Bell was involved.
What a move for Chase Elliott.
Suarez, a nice move. I didn't see him in the first replay. That's him kind of with the green splitter. Kind of lawless, showing up on the scene.
So under 11 to go, and they're getting ready to see just 10 to go.
Kyle Busch is a temper tantrum, throw a little bitch. Well, I'm glad you think that.
In the middle of the corner, he avoided the wreck. Well, had he not, imagine how much closer he would be in points going to Daytona, racing his teammate. So that save right there by Tyler Reddick could be the difference between making the playoffs or not.
That's what's all on the line.
Yes, I have a jug of water.
Next week, Daytona, the final
That's
race
what I
of the
do.
regular season. The playoffs start after Daytona. The 16 drivers that will have a chance at the championship will be determined at the end of the Daytona.
Did Chase make it through? Yeah. But Chase is in
Now, that's 16th
10th.
driver right there on the cut line.
So
Kevin Harvick, points-wise, unless a new winner happens today, can lock himself in based on points. Marty.
And a moment ago, Randall Burnett reminded Tyler Reddick, he said, listen, every spot matters. I get it. You got to be aggressive on these restarts.
you seen it before you're from him and his brother first time before they ever raced? You know what? I'm sure you did. Whoever they is has me blocked.
The
Who?
years I was crew chiefing, these are the races
Whoever that is.
because you came, you had a strategy, you worked.
Did you hear Dale Jr. on booth? Because I did. What did he say?
While it's still racing on this restart, as a crew chief, it is complete. You're just a passenger. You're a fan. You're a passenger. You can do nothing to help your driver. And we saw how quickly it could turn bad or good, right? And you kind of just sit back and hope for the best. And when it turns good, it leads for a good day. But man, when it turns bad in these final restarts, it's just so disheartening. All the work you put in. But you can't lift. You can't drive around with mittens on.
Yeah, driver doesn't want to give up any position.
Well, Tyler Reddick's not going to listen to you anyway. I mean, that man's going to be on the gas. He's going to be pushing. That's who he is. That's what he does. That's what got him in this Cup Series. And it's hard to back a guy like that up.
They should go 2 stages and split it in the middle.
No, that's right.
Either that or just have the second stage end at halfway and then have the third stage just be the entire final half.
They're letting the drivers know.
Or just don't have stages at all, preferably.
The green flag for the restart. Now the choose rule.
Yeah, Kyle. Kyle's up to 4th now.
That outside. It's funny watching these guys twitch the steering wheel like that.
I just wish I had Kyle's life. She is beautiful.
You know where you want to go? If I was the driver, I would hate this.
Oh yeah, this one is not bad. Oh my gosh.
Man, I'm liking the choose rule now. Kyle Busch went up from like 8th, I think, to like 4th. Maybe 10th to 4th. 3rd.
Further up, but they all wanted to be on the top.
There'll be 8 laps of racing to go. William Byron.
You guys go back to real racing, I agree.
Byron hold off. The field behind him.
I mean, honestly, I don't mind the stages that much. I mean, if I ran NASCAR, I wouldn't have them, but it's like they're not terrible, but I just prefer them not there.
On the bottom, can he make it work?
The damaged car rule, that's what pisses me off. And the playoffs. I wish we would just go back to like a real full season format. Or at least have a better playoff format.
Kyle Busch on the inside of row 2, then Larson and Keselowski making up row 3. After starting on the front row, that last restart, Kurt Busch back in row 4 now on the outside.
Boogity, boogity, boogity.
Inside of him, 14 Chase Briscoe.
What is the lineup now? It's right here. It's going to take a minute to update, but
Michigan International Speedway.
Byron, Blaney, Kyle, Busch, Hamlin, Keselowski, Larson, Curtis, Briscoe, Bowman, and Harvick. It's the top 10.
Kurt Busch, they're all up front, trying to get a win here in Michigan. Green flag back in the
All right, back green. Oh, shit.
A great run for the 12. He's got big help from the 18.
Yeah, Blaney.
Ryan Blaney shoved out front. Can he hold on to the spot?
All right, Bowman's got like a tire over something.
Way up the racetrack.
Here comes the run for William Byron now.
Oh shit, here goes
He's
Byron.
going to stay right behind the 12. Here comes the 5 of Larson as well with a run.
Back in the pack, they're 4 wide. Going through turn.
Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh, Harvick in the wall.
Harvick almost into the wall.
But like, it's okay.
Good use of those tires, but in front of him now is Matt Benedetto. Matt now has the best tires with the best opportunity.
Blaney, Byron, and Larson, 1, 2, 3. Denny Hamlin running up to the resin, trying to utilize that momentum.
Oh shit. Oh, they saved it.
Reddick will drop down the back straightaway. A lot of cars in the lead lap. It's going to cost Reddick a lot of points.
Can the 11 clear?
Oh shit, there's Reddick. Reddick's spinning. Reddick is spinning. Is that like gonna be a caution or something?
He's back to the apron. Still a green flag out. No caution.
That's gotta be a caution.
Byron to the high side here, trying to create some momentum. He's got company on the bottom though. Kyle Larson side by side down the back straightaway. The Hendrick cars teammates no longer working together. It's a race trying to win.
Oh shit.
Larson with the speed and brakes.
Larson wants it.
Turn 3 with second place. Kurt Busch trying to get underneath William Byron.
Chase Briscoe up here into 5th.
Here comes back to Benedetto, that last car in this line with great tires. Larson's got to run here. He's going to look to the inside. It's getting blocked. Can't get along.
I don't know how that wasn't a caution.
Turn 1, right on the back bumper. He jumps up into the resin. The 12 goes up there to block it.
7 cars together, fighting for the win here in Michigan. Down the backstretch they go.
Where's Denny?
Larson here.
In 6th.
He needed help from his teammate, but the side draft from the 1 slowed down Byron.
Larson a wiggle there. Goes up the racetrack. Briscoe way up the racetrack, trying to keep that momentum up.
See Blaney trying to break that draft. Now they're all single file. William Byron blocking Kurt Busch. Kurt to the bottom.
Kurt Busch trying to take 3rd away.
Curtis wants it.
Up the racetrack, still gonna have enough.
Larson still wants it.
Dude, Kurt had to lift big time.
Oh, Curtis on the wall.
Contact made. Chase Briscoe got in the back of the line.
Get your breath. 3 to go this time.
Matt Benedetto fighting. Pushes the 11. The 11 up the racetrack. He's able to catch it.
Making no friends, mean to win this race.
This is getting exciting. Oh, here comes Larson. Larson wants it. Larson wants it. But Blaney says, fuck no.
Under 3 laps to go.
He jumps back up in that resin, trying to create some momentum off the high side for a run.
What is happening? Racing, Jaden.
He needs his teammate to push him. Here comes Byron to give some help. He's there now, so William Byron, what Larson's wanting is to be able to exit this corner close. William Byron to the bottom.
Here comes Byron. He wants it. He says, fucking, I'm here.
He clears his teammate.
Oh, here he comes. He really wants it. 2 laps to go.
He's going to give Byron an opportunity down here in turn 1 and 2 to do something. Guys, and these guys get put together. They're so close. Matt Benedetto behind them in 5th.
Momentum for William Byron. All the way up to the back bumper.
Now he's going to push the 12 away. Good block by Blaney to slow that momentum down.
Here comes Larson again with the run, trying to push the 24. Those two trying to work together.
All right, here comes the white flag.
Blaney out front. 2 miles to go. 1 lap to go.
Is Blaney gonna do it?
Larson is right there. He's going to push his teammate. They're going to have a great run on Blaney.
1 more lap.
1 and 2. Blaney with a big lead.
Blaney wants it. But will Larson help him out?
They're backing up. But now they're going to be side by side, or the teammates going to get side by side and slow each other down. And we'll head to block. Here he comes, Kurt Busch.
Oh shit, mighty. Does he have a run? Does he have a run? Does he have a run on him? Does he have a run on him? But no, he doesn't because he fucked up.
Blaney drifts up the track. Here comes the run from the 24.
Hamlin has smoke.
Ryan Blaney is going to hold him off. Byron down
Blaney wins it.
Blaney's going to win at Michigan.
Woo! I think someone spun.
That was crazy.
Awesome drive, man. Awesome drive.
Woo! Blaney wins it.
Blaney and his spotter to know everywhere the competition was.
Got me a trophy here, man.
Hamlin was blowing up, yeah, but he's got
Yes, sir.
5th, so it doesn't matter.
That was so aggressive by all of those
Kyle got
drivers.
7th.
Just laying it all on the line.
Reddick got 29th
Todd Gordon announced
after his
earlier-
spin.
Todd Gordon, the crew chief for Ryan Blaney, announced earlier this year this would be it for him. Going to hang up the headset at the end of 2021, and now a trophy, a win for Ryan Blaney and this 12 team. It's the second win of 2021.
70 viewers in here. Y'all are awesome.
Blaney won that one by 77 1/1000th of a second. Closest finish here at Michigan since electronic scoring.
That was a fun race.
His first season, multiple wins.
This checkered flag brought to you by Advanced Auto Parts. Waving to the crowd here at Michigan, a great crowd on hand, and saw a great race.
Blaney does it. It was exciting.
And it's 7 in a row now for Ford. The 42nd win in Michigan. The domination for Ford the last 3 races was Kevin Harvick. And today, incredible battle as Ryan Blaney is going to hoist the trophy. Blaney, Byron, Larson, Kurt Busch, Denny Hamlin. They were the top 5.
I was watching Harvick's in-car and just watched Chase fly right by.
Separated by 0.5 of a second when they crossed the line. Listen to the crowd. Go!
My new nickname for Denny Hamlin is Top 5.
No burnout, Rick, because he said I was so exhausted from those final few laps. I didn't have time to think about one. What an effort, and what a cool moment coming up. He'll find a Ryan Blaney fan and give him this checkered flag. How about that little guy right there? So cool.
Gotta love
Love it
Blaney.
when you do that. Man, maybe the hardest 10 laps you've driven.
I wonder
in your
if Blaney
life
has
right now.
ever kept a checkered flag.
Man, pretty close to it.
I'm sure he probably has kept a couple of Xfinity ones.
By the 18 on the restart, and he was able to get clear there. You know, it's just Michigan's a matter of the.
Gotta love when Blaney
and
wins.
Just trying to play the air game. You know, I hate you have to race that way, but that's how you have to run, and worked out for us, man. I'm proud of everybody on the 12 team, man. We weren't great to start the day off. But yeah, kept working and working, and got a lot better.
Blaney led
this
8
is a
laps
big
today.
win for Ford here. This is such a huge win for Ford, and
That was the last 8 laps.
Body armor, Dex Simmons. I can't thank them enough for what they do. Advanced Auto Parts. That was cool, man. I'm fired up. I'm fired up.
I would say, after that first run of the day, if I told you you were going to come back and win this thing, what would you have told
I was
me?
saying earlier how Blaney has exactly 1 win in every season since 2017. And now he has 2 wins.
You know, picked a good lane on the restart there and was able to get the push we needed. Really, it was the
I hope
push.
Dale Jr. does start a Cup team next year. I doubt he will, but I would want him to.
We're hold him off, so that's cool, man. Thanks everybody for coming. I hope you enjoyed it.
How about the fans here in Michigan? They're enjoying the moment with Ryan Blaney in victory lane at MIS, a place that has eluded him for so long. He's finally here.
And he's headed to Rowan Mortgage Victory Lane. Yes, it has eluded him for quite some time, but now that's where where he'll end up. Take a look at this last lap.
What a last lap. He had the lead there, drivers, and then he had to find a way to block 2 Hendrick cars nose to tail.
That was fun.
We're backing up to create a run here, but then the 24 goes to the top. Everybody faces the bottom now.
Dale Jr., I think he said that he doesn't want to start a cup team.
We're pretty close together. Again, thinking they might be able to create a run.
I think I've heard him say that before.
Over in turn 2, just lost all the momentum down the back straightaway.
Honestly, Blaney should not, or Byron should not have gone on the outside. If he'd stayed inside and just really pushed it, I feel like he could have maybe got by Blaney. But I'm glad Blaney won.
But you've got to play it right. You cannot make one wrong move. He did it just right.
That was a close finish.
First, pretty impressive job there those last several laps, holding off. Very strong competition.
There it was. 77 1,000th of a second. The distance
Like, thank you.
Blaney and Byron at the finish line.
We have to go back to even.
I'm in Dagon Nation, can't wait.
Where Byron is in the best position, leading the field, controlling the restart, but gets off into turn 1, way up the racetrack with Denny Hamlin, giving up the lead. And then
Blaney wins it.
He's in Royal Morgan's victory lane, and he'll celebrate with the team. What a day. What a finish. Ryan Blaney winning in Michigan.
I need to try it first.
Sonic banana pudding shake.
I'm so glad you're okay, Sergeant Houston. This is Sam with the USAA.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna end this stream. We had insane viewership today. I want to thank you guys for that. You guys are awesome. Great race. Fun times. Thank you guys for watching and peace out.